Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you're looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, you've come to the right place. We're opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, keep watching and we'll show you exactly how it all works. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that you want to play. Most of our series will have 8 spots representing the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, you have a 1 in 8 chance to win memorabilia at an awesome value. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune in to the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you'll see a name appear on the screen when your break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and the order will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that show's dice roll number. After randomization, the list of names of people who bought spots in that live break will be matched up with an NFL division. If the item that's pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations. You just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia at a fraction of the cost. Want to guarantee yourself an item instead of testing your luck? Check out the mystery box tab of our website for a variety of mystery box options. When you buy a mystery box, we'll ship it straight to your door, and some can be opened on air at your request. While you're there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Club Rewards program. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, and prizes each and every time you buy at UltimateAutographs.com. The moment you've been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Good morning to everybody. Saturday morning breakers here at Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. I'm back with my left-hand man for all intents and purposes here, my man Chinmay. Awesome to be back with you, Home Slice. Again, somehow survived. Obviously, came back with some very good news this past weekend. Was just catching up with you before the show. Again, shout out to everybody that ended up filling up for me this past weekend. I'm sure you and Rip had a lot of fun together. Who filled in last Saturday morning? There's a lot of people.
It was Alex. No, it was,
Alex.
Alex who was talking about a golf event.
Yeah.
That UA is going to be putting together with some prominent Chicago Bears players, as well as some other athletes that could potentially be joining. And I'm sure Alex will have all those details available for the fine folks at UA who are interested in that.
Yeah.
So
sure.
If you are interested in that or are intrigued by what's going on, keep an eye on your inboxes. I'm sure Alex will have some more details for you all as to how to attend and how to play some golf with some former athletes and maybe some current athletes too. Who knows?
Yeah, it's kind of like
I'm not a golfer. He was asking me about like my golf game, which does not exist at all.
Your handicap, what your favorite club is. Yeah,
I can barely go through mini golf properly without just being absolutely frustrated. So the actual golf is not really my thing. I can do like a few Happy Gilmore swings.
Those are the best ones. And
then like not I guess my biggest thing is I don't really, because I know I'm so bad, I don't really care where the ball goes.
Yeah, as long as it's off the tee. So it's just
like, so I'm literally just walking up and smashing the ball.
Yeah.
And it's like, if it goes in that pond over there, like whatever, some fodder for the Gators. But it's good to have you back.
Thanks, man.
It's good to be back on Saturday morning.
Hell yeah.
And we've talked for like, I don't know actually that we've talked about it. For the last 2 weeks at least.
Okay.
We have been talking about this Michael Jordan jersey in the locker.
Yes, sir.
And it has been claimed. Mm-hmm. Someone has claimed that Michael Jordan jersey, 35 golden tickets worth. So if you were trying to save up for that, tough luck that Michael Jordan jersey, it has been claimed. But again, plenty of great stuff still in that locker. I see a ridiculous Matthew Golden helmet in there. I see a crazy Jahmyr Gibbs helmet in there. There was a Peyton Manning all diamonded up. That's been claimed already.
Yeah.
But if you are eligible to go into that locker again, you just got to be signed into your UA account. got to be practice squad collector status. It's basically like $300 spent at UA, essentially 1 or 2 break spots that you buy into. You're eligible for the locker to redeem your golden tickets. Plenty of great stuff in there, so be sure to check that out when you get the chance.
Yeah, we're gonna have a whole lot of things, as Dom likes to call it, the housekeeping side of things here at UA. But just to go back and put a little cherry on the cake there for the golfing stuff. Maybe Alex should have taken baby steps and start off with mini golf. And then eventually, because again, the last thing that you want is a bunch of
I'm not
pissed off
great at
athletes.
the mini golf either.
So even the mini golf, again, that's Alex wants to sprint before you even know how to crawl. So that would have just been much easier because there's no more frustrating. If you want to call golf a sport, I definitely think it is. Some people treat it as a hobby. It's definitely not a hobby because there's nothing that gets your blood pressure rising more if you take it more serious than golf. Sadly, I'm speaking from personal experience. But talking about personal experiences, we want to create as many positive and fun memories for you guys here in the UA Live Break Room. That's what we're here to do. We're not just a couple of bozos with some mics in front of our faces. This is the one-stop shop for the biggest and best discounts on a top-of-the-line merchandise. You just heard Chinmay talk about the greatest player to ever touch a basketball, Michael Jordan. He was in that aforementioned locker. What the hell's the locker? You're going to find out very shortly here. So we got 6 awesome series, one making its triumphant Saturday morning return in the Weekend Warrior. We got the quarterback room and the Boomer Bucks that actually ended up dropping at the end of the 3 o'clock show yesterday when I was here with Hayden. That was really cool to get into at the tail end. Shocking to see the headliner to box ratios in that. The Diamonds Multisport and the jerseys will round things out. With all of that being said, we got ourselves a classic dice roll, and there is nothing more consistent. The only thing more consistent in this world than Chinmay's box numbers, I can't even say the White Sox anymore because they blew a 5-run lead yesterday. So I'm not going to talk about that. Death taxes and Chinmay's dice roll. I'm guessing you're going to end up rolling out the same thing, my man?
Yes.
So we're going to end up going with, oh my God, I forgot. Is it 8 or 9?
9.
9. Yeah, 9 for this time around. 8 was last year's. 4, 9. That's how long I've been gone. That's like the one thing I should remember. I'm going to rock 6. Take it easy to get into things. And it looked like that was the combination for Dom and Frankie last night. Hopefully you guys were kind to them. We're going to rock number 10. We're going to have a 10 out of 10 show here this morning. And on top of that as well, guys, usually most people here end up like using the chase wheel spin to have fate decide. Well, I want to be able to be the roadmap and the guide for you folks. That's what Chinmay and I are here to do. I'm going to drive us into the direction of where I think this room is going to go. If you guys remember yesterday, the Playbook series had a Mahomes and Andy Reid co-sign authentic.
Oh,
Chinmay.
wow. Okay.
First time I've ever seen that
Okay.
here at UA. And we had Tom Brady in that same series for less than $100 to buy in.
Wow.
That was also on an authentic. It spread like wildfire. I set that as the chase wheel spin for both shows, and we gave out $89 and $97 in 2 separate shows. So with that being said, I kind of have similar vibes about the quarterback room. I know the Weekend Warrior is back, but I think this quarterback room has the most golden tickets, has the most expensive in terms of the bougie value for all of these helmets and fine items. I just think that's a good way to get us started off here. So if y'all are not familiar, I'll end up bringing into our little up close and personal screen here for you guys that you can see. Everything right over here is where we're gonna really get the guide to our show. So as you can see, this is called a wall. I cannot go any further in this wall to show you guys, but you get the idea. The viewership, the dice roll, our refer a friend program, and that quarterback room is gonna be our chase wheel spin for the show. And since I mentioned it, perfect time to get a nice shameless plug out of the way, Chinmay. Refer a friend, same damn rules, just a different month. That's the only thing that's different about this. But however, we do have an old friend for a giveaway. We have the NFL's all-time leading rusher at the end of July to give away for you folks at home. Very, very simple concept, Chinmay. First order of $100 or more, which, you can get by a single spot in that aforementioned quarterback room, by the way. $50 off that first order. And you get $50 in return for bringing a buddy into the break room. We had a new guy over the course of this week. Brian Menzies ended up referring his friend Adam Perriman. That was really cool. On Thursday, they were playing in the noon and 3 o'clock show. I think they played in 4 or 5 separate breaks together and went head-to-head. Really, really fun thing we got here in the UA Live break room. And like I said, Emmitt Smith Authentic, we are giving away. That is near a 4-digit price value we are giving away, guys. And all you got to do is follow that one simple concept. Kind of like the break room is a very, very simple one as well. I'm going to drop a link into the chat. And again, we have 3 sets of eyeballs out there. Well, technically 3 people and 6 sets of eyeballs, unless you are that damn really hideous creature from the Odyssey. You see the Odyssey yet?
I have not.
Oh,
dude.
dude.
And the crazy thing, like, obviously I was with Rip, so he was all in on, the Odyssey and the movie theater. I've told Rip this, and I've told pretty much everybody this, like, just the movie theater experience for me anymore, like, it's just not a thing. It's not a thing. Like, I used to go to movie theaters all the time. Used to be like a good like sort of way to hang out with people, right? But even like the last time I can remember going to a movie theater was just before COVID.
Wow, that long?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. I've never been tantalized to go back, but plus, streaming services.
Yeah,
you could wait a little while.
And so I'm no longer that. I used to be a person who would like, if there's a movie that I am really anticipated to like wanting to see, I have to see it like within the first week. No longer like that.
Yeah.
Like now I can wait months to see it.
Or even in this case, dude, I remember, I'm sure you remember last year, Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. Did you have a chance to see that one?
Haven't.
Okay, so that came out we saw Jasmine and I a week after, not the opening weekend, but the weekend after in theaters. The following week after that weekend, it released on multiple streaming platforms. I'm like, dude, I understand, the studio itself, they obviously get a very, very big part, I'm sure, of the revenue share for that. But it's just kind of like, why would I want, like, again, this is a smart idea by you.
Things come on streaming platforms within like a month.
It's crazy.
A month and a half. And like, and Rip did his whole spiel with like the movie theaters. And if you are a movie theater buff, like go ahead. Like I completely get it. But for me, like not only, it's not even the price point thing. It's just like the convenience of being able to watch it on streaming whenever I want. I can pause. Yeah. I can get some food. I can have a second screen experience. Yeah. I can stop it if I don't like it and not have to watch the rest of it.
And you don't have to be mad that you paid, $15 for a ticket.
And I don't have to book like, 2 hours, a particular 2-hour window. It can just be during any time.
You don't have to you don't have to build your day around it,
I'm not like
take time out of
I don't hate. It's just like, for me personally, that's the thing. But I will say the Odyssey looks absolutely ridiculous.
Which, by the way, that's one of those very rare exceptions where, again, they actually filmed that on a 70 millimeter film. So again, it is exactly curated for IMAX. My dad was telling me yesterday, because he recommended for me to see it. He said that when they were filming it, because of how finite and resolute the filming was that they used, they actually had to stop their scenes basically every 3 minutes for the actors. So really, really cool stuff. It's about to heat up for here in this break room. But this guy is cool as ice. Good morning, Mr. Cooley. What's going on, Matt?
Hey, Matt. How's it going?
He's always looking to attack here in the break room. So I think it's a pretty good idea to give Matt and everybody else out there a good idea of what we're going to look into attacking for you guys here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Matty Ice, haven't talked to Matt since we've added this new overlay. Please, please, please feel free to let us know your guys' feedback, as everything does here at Ultimate Autographs. How do you like the new overlay that we got for you folks going forward? I've heard clean, I've heard crisp, somebody said rich. So, again, all of those good things. How good is that Brady? Well, you know what they say, Matt?
Still available. Still available in that QB room.
You know what
3 to go in that double.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Now, aesthetically, again, this is a front-on view. I have seen the side of this Brady, actually, when they were creating this series. It actually has a crimson outline of Pat the Patriot on the outside of it. Now, and again, when I say Pat the Patriot, it's not that retro logo. It's the standard Patriots logo you see today. But look at that signature, Matt. This is an absolutely beautiful lunar authentic. Have never seen a visor like this.
Have not. On an authentic.
It is the Pats indeed. That is a Patriots helmet. You can also see the decal right on the front here too. He said he likes that. Well, I know, Matt. Look, for me personally, if you want to get your morning started off, I'm a huge toast and bacon guy. I drink my coffee black, but screw that. Or you could be like Chinmay, and you don't have to come here to Ultimate Autographs. You don't have to leave your house. You can kick your feet up. You can pause us at any time. You can make food, and you can play along with us here in the break room. So screw that movie ticket money.
If you do
invest
pause,
in the breaks.
if you do pause, make sure you click the live button before you then hit play again.
I think that's one of the coolest things about being on a live stream with us here at UA. You know, you could put the kids to bed, you can wake them up, you could take a big grumper in your bathroom, and then you can come back, hit the live button, or again, catch up on what you've missed.
Yeah.
Because I think there's, two different types of people when you're watching live streams or podcasts. It's like, do I want to watch and get caught up? Or do I want to just hit the live button? So many different avenues. So I'm glad that, Matt, you brought up this Tom Brady. So we're going to go from the bottom up here to talk about this quarterback room, Chinmay. 28 total boxes. You could basically smell the freshness of this brand new series. 9 golden tickets for this quarterback room. 133 on the single. Chinmay just talked about the double. 3 to go. 266 there. And 532 on that Quadiana. Now, when we had that Tom Brady, it was a standard authentic for Patriots yesterday. When I mean standard, it's exactly what it looks like. There was no visor. There wasn't any type of special decals for it. But again, even a standard plain Tom Brady authentic going for $3,000. You add the visor. It's the same type of helmet here. Again, it has that lunar effect. I'd be willing to say, Chinmay, this is probably in the ballpark about $3,500. Just to be safe.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think it's in the ballpark of that. This one's going to be a little bit harder to find, which again, it has that rarity to it. So again, guys, 28 boxes, only 2 have been gone in this series. That quad has got to get some spots into it. For 532, you get 4 bites of the apple, Chinmay. I just received 16 helmets from y'all yesterday, and I told myself I'd take a break, but there you go. There you go. Get that. You got the angel and devil on your shoulders.
The double ups here in the QB room double box.
How about this guy, right?
Just among the headliners, Tom Brady and Dan Marino.
Does it get any better?
Both with visors. One's a speed flex, one's an authentic. You have Brock Purdy and then Matthew Stafford on the speed flex. Stafford, we're getting a run of Matthew Stafford right now, but this is probably the only time that we're going to see a lot of Stafford in the break room. Justin Herbert on the rep helmet going along with the John Elway speed flex. And in the QB room, if you win a rep helmet, you also get $50 in store credit automatically. Yep. So you can get Herbert $50 in store credit and the John Elway speed flex as a double up. Let's see. There's a NFC South golden tickets to go along with the Drew Brees rep. There's an NFC East. I think the Michael Vick could be an NFC East, could be an NFC South. Joe Theismann would be an NFC East. So Correct. Joe Theismann and Dak Prescott would double up.
And potentially Michael Vick, like you mentioned.
Yeah, Prescott is a rep, so you'd get the store credit for that. Bo Nix would be a triple up in the AFC West. So plenty of options.
Hey, there you go.
Plenty of options in that QB room. And again, every box is a quarterback no matter what.
Yes.
So even if you're not getting a headliner, you are getting a quarterback.
Yeah.
And the quarterback memorabilia, obviously, the most valuable for any position.
I love that you mentioned the double ups and potentially triples and quad ups as well. This is the best quarterback room that you will find, not just across the NFL, but any break room as well. Let me look, guys, back in a minute. Matt, take your time. You know that we are here all day long, but I kind of want to circle the wagon back to what Chinmay just alluded to. Let's read the description together. I'll go through some of these helmets, and we'll just take a look at these helmets across the board. Our triple threat quarterback room series features 9 speed flexes, 9 authentics, and 9 replicas, all signed by current and former quarterbacks. So that's a kind of a nice disparity across the board there for you guys. 3 boxes include multiple golden tickets, as you folks can see there in the headliners. If you win a replica helmet, as Chinmay just mentioned in the series, then you automatically receive $50 in store credit. So we are literally giving you guys UA store credit out of pocket for also winning an item. I called it the best of both worlds. And do we have our first Matt Cooley sighting of the morning?
We do not. We do not. But it is a quad spot in that QB room.
Nice. Who got into that?
That is John Campbell.
John Campbell. Okay. All right. Sounds good. So
new customer, apparently.
No shit. So, Johnny boy.
Welcome to the break room, John.
Wow. You talk about, you talk about walking into a room and making
a big entrance.
A very big entrance. Yeah. My God, guns are blazing early. John, I got to know, dude. I'm assuming you're tuning into the show right now. Let us know where
Hopefully you're tuning into the
I was
show.
going to say, hopefully, yeah, when you make that big of an impression, yeah. You don't want to be hiding behind your keyboard with that. What streaming platform are you watching us on? How did you hear about us?
Yeah.
And who are you chasing in that quarterback room?
And your favorite team. Who's your favorite team? Because
Definitely your favorite
we
team.
talk about a lot of the breaks, but we also talk a lot of sports.
Yeah.
And we have some good sports takes to get off on this morning for
yes,
sure.
we do.
A lot of big news in the sports world that we have to talk about.
Absolutely. And plus, because you and I missed out on a week together, a lot happens in the sports world in 14 days. So we'll wrap back around to that. So I'll get into the golden tickets explanation once I'm done going through the rundown of this entire room. Chinmay just went through some of the double up possibilities. Sorry, guys. Brock Purdy on the offensive helmet for the San Francisco 49ers. Mr. Irrelevant has been very, very relevant the last couple of years. Since he entered the league, I believe he's going into his 5th year this year for the San Francisco 49ers. His prior 4 leads the NFL in quarterback rating. He has a career QB rating, Chinmay, of over 100. So, again, we talk about arguably the most efficient quarterback of all time being Steve Young, former 49ers great. Brock Purdy, different era, of course, but he's not too far off of a guy like Steve Young in terms of efficiency. I feel like Purdy is a little bit divided in the NFL community. Again, because Kyle Shanahan has done such a great job in his offensive scheme of getting the most out of quarterbacks. I think Brock Purdy, he's a big boy. You know, he's not a guy that needs to have, training wheels on his bike. He has clearly proven in the postseason, in the regular season, that this guy is a legit top 10 quarterback.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but also it's a double-edged sword, sort of, because on the one hand, you have Kyle Shanahan and the greatness of his scheme and play calling abilities and offensive system. On the flip side of that, Kyle Shanahan tried it with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
The 49ers drafted Trey Lance, which I'm sure Kyle Shanahan had a big part in that decision. Yep. Traded up to get Trey Lance. That didn't work out. And it ended up being Brock Purdy, who was the best quarterback for the system.
Yeah.
Right? And so that says something about Purdy too.
Yeah.
Even if these other guys were sort of given the opportunity. Now, that being said, it's hard to evaluate because, one, it seems like the 49ers just can't stay healthy together.
No.
Last season, oddly enough, the one guy who did stay healthy for the full season was Christian McCaffrey. And I think the sort of bad luck of, like, the flip side of that is, like, you know how, like, there's this belief that, like, everything just evens out? So the trade-off of Christian McCaffrey staying healthy for the whole season was that every other key player got hurt at some points during the season. So we'll see if the 49ers can stay healthy. We'll get a clear picture of what the ceiling is for Brock Purdy. Mm-hmm. But he just wins games.
Yeah.
Like, it's that simple. He just wins games, and I don't know that he's like the sort of difference maker type of quarterback yet. Like, obviously you'd want to have Josh Allen over Brock Purdy. I don't think anybody in the league is saying that Brock Purdy's at that level yet.
Yeah.
Or will ever get to that level.
Even putting him as a comparison in those convos already shows you. I don't think it's a stretch to say that I would put Purdy in the tier below that. A franchise quarterback, a Pro Bowl level quarterback, maybe an All-Pro in his career at some point.
The Seahawks won a Super Bowl with Sam Darnold at quarterback.
I would put him in the same tier as Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy is more than capable of being that level of quarterback, if not better.
Yeah, I think if you are, and clearly, look what the San Fran front office thought.
You can win a Super Bowl
with Brock Purdy.
With Brock
100%. Yeah. What do we got trickling in here, my friend?
We got that QB room double. That's gonna be all good to go. And we're 3 to go in that. We're 3 to go in that quad.
Damn. Okay, so 3 spots.
We're making some moves here.
So 6 spots in that quad, if my math is right, because one was bought in by John Campbell that you just mentioned. Sorry, I can't do math this morning. 4 spots bought into that quad then, correct?
That double number 1. Okay.
Hey, sorry for the delay. John here from Florida, hoping for Dan Marino, but like the Jags now that I moved to Jacksonville.
All right.
John, if you got any questions
no worries on the delay.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've made a great entrance. And by the way, for a quad to move this quickly, again, John, you're the party starter in that, my friend. If you have any questions at all about the break room, clearly you already know that you're making great decisions already, my friend. So for that quad, just so you get a full understanding of it, my man, obviously 4 boxes are going to come out. that one spot that you bought. I mean, there's 3 left before we do a break for that.
Well, we're doing the double first.
Exactly.
So this will actually be this is actually good for
John
to see how a break works before that quad ends up moving.
For sure. We have a ton of different things on the break page, so at any point in time, do not be shy to ask a question. But this is the best part of the break room, John. Visual learning is the best type of learning to understanding how this break room goes.
So I'm now posting these here?
Yeah, to the right of that. And is today the 25th at the top of the break as well?
Yes.
Okay. And then back in control, it's going to have that drop-down list.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, then you're good, bro. Yeah.
It should be right.
Yeah, and all good to go. Let's see, where is that bad boy on here? Let me see, I can find it over here. Did you highlight it green?
Oh, I did not do that.
Nah, you're good, bro. So this is gonna be
I'll do that. I'll do that.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah, first double.
First double. So, John, you're also catching us in the middle of a little bit of a overall update. You're actually seeing a brand new overlay. This is
You're not
literally
the only one. I'm also seeing this.
Exactly.
For the first time.
So again, a lot of people are popping the cherry for this overlay here. So, So you obviously see it on the screen here, Johnny boy. Let me see. Still trying to. Okay, let's see. Where are you?
I highlighted it green now.
Okay, yeah. I got
double
right
number
here.
1.
So what we're going to get here, welcome to the jungle, John. Thanks, man. Matt is a bad man. He plays here in the break room all the time. Keep my fingers crossed for you, my man, when you eventually do come around for that quad. Should not be too long for that to happen. But as Chinmay said, we got this double. I'm going to ask for 2 box numbers for this quarterback room double first one. So, John, for quarterback room double. John, I have ADHD. Undiagnosed, but anybody that watches me, Chinmay can certainly diagnose it. I cannot type and talk at the same time. It's a very quick diagnosis of how you can tell for that. But what I'm going to explain, you see this ticker down at the bottom. As soon as you see the break that you're in, and you can only call box numbers for the break that you're in. So, for example, somebody like Jill Labovitz. Good morning, Jill. Kyle Lawrence, Scott Deans, and Matt Cooley. So Jill is in this break. She's calling out the Christmas Eve numbers. Good morning to Jill, by the way. She's going with 12 and 24. So those are the boxes that are going to come out. She said, good morning, everyone. By the way, Jill, longtime regular, very well-respected community. John, you're going to catch on right away, my friend. We have a lot of regulars that play. How many other break rooms can you say that about? So we have a lot of great retention here at UA. Everyone's going to make you feel welcome. So hopefully we get into that quad box next, my friend. And again, any questions, that is what we are here for. So, again, it sounds like I'm talking directly to John here, but again, all y'all know how this works. So, Johnny boy, you can see at the very top right of the screen, right next to the eyeballs, the 10 on the dice roll. So this is what we do for the dice roll. This is what makes this random. So I'm going to copy and paste this here into the name randomizer, and because the dice roll of the show is 10, John, that is going to determine how many times I toss your salad around in this randomizer. If you know what toss the salad means, I don't usually... It's never PG when I host, so you're going to have to get used to that as well. So, this is what this is going to look like here 10 times around, and that is going to determine whose names go in what division. That'll pop up here in a second for you. And there it is. So, Kyle, on top in the NFC North. Jill in the AFC South. I'm 46. Got it. Yeah, okay, awesome. Gotcha, John. Well, good to know. Good to know. A spry spring chicken at the age of 46. But again, we are still waiting to pop your UA cherry, so it'll feel like the first time for you all over again. Scott Deans and Matt Cooley are divided up throughout the rest of these series here. So we got ourselves box number 12 and, of course, box number 24. If you were just popping in for the first time this morning, y'all, we are on 5 platforms now. We have our traditional big 3 of the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But now we are on X, or Twitter. I like to still call it Twitter. Or Instagram. Anytime that you are on any one of those platforms, hit that share button if you enjoy what you are watching.
That quad will be coming up, too.
So who bought that thing out?
Matt brought that out.
My man, Matty Ice. Looking to have himself a very explosive morning. And by the way, y'all should give yourself a round of applause. The first show of the day that we got across the board, folks. We have 12... 3, 6, and eventually 10:30 coming up tonight, and you are at the breakfast table this morning. Keep it going, y'all. Always let Jill choose the box numbers. Yeah, That's basically an added, that's an 11th commandment here in the break room. Yeah. So we got ourselves a guy who's actually already been talked about this morning, Chinmay, in the chat for this quarterback room. We were talking about the most elite double up going into this break. You highlighted it perfectly. Very rare do we get a chance to have Tom Brady and this guy together for a double up in the AFC East. A guy with, I think, the greatest quarterback season of all time. Rip, buddy. I know you're coming in later, and hopefully you still get to see this one by 3 o'clock. Woo! We got your quarterback, Brother Bear, Dan the Man Marino. First helmet to come out of the double. This is why you buy often. This is why you end up buying early. Scotty Deans, baby. Scott Deans gets the biggest pull in the quarterback room, arguably to start the day. If you're more of a Marino or Brady person, that's your own personal preference. But Chinmay, this is definitely one of the most valuable lids in this series.
Absolutely. And we're starting to see a lot more sort of tricking out, I should say, of the Dan Marinos. We're seeing the alternate Dolphins lids. We're seeing the visors on them. I'm liking the combos of the visors that we're putting on some of these helmets. There's a lot of good contrast that we have, but also there's some good visors as well. There was a Bengals lid last weekend, which had I want to say like it was a darker visor, not completely black, but the sides of it were orange. And you could see like the orange kind of in the light. This one is straight up looks like purple from here. Like from this angle, like if you angle it like right there,
yeah,
it looks purple to me.
Yeah.
So
you're even seeing it.
I don't know what's yeah. So whatever's going on with that, that's awesome.
Give it a little dance, give it a little twirl. How about this for our boy John in his first show? He gets to swim with the Dolphins early.
It's
now,
at
John,
least see Dan Marino.
To at least see Dan Marino. Now again, he's hoping for the Marino. But again, John, you did what you could, man. You did the right thing. You were still coming up in that next quad. Mm-hmm. But again, this is why you buy early and often, like I said. The visor's perfect. And like you said, the visors were definitely tricking out and decking out. I don't think I can recall any shades of purple on a visor for Marino.
Yeah.
So, and that's the cool thing about this break room. And again, a lot of our lovely regulars know this. We always, as the kids like to say, we go deep into our bag. We go very, very deep into our bag in terms of the depth that we got. So in the quarterback room, again, not only the most important position in the NFL, but arguably the most impactful position in all of sports. Understand now, appreciate it. We got you. We got you, home slice. John, I'll have my fingers crossed for you when that quad comes up after this. So let's see what we got here, which, by the way, just to give you a little bit more inspiration going into your first break, Johnny boy, we had a guy named Chris Reynolds yesterday. He ended up playing in his first 2 breaks, ended up getting 2 wins.
Nice.
And he bought 1 spot in each.
Nice.
Which was very, very cool. I want to remember he got a Roger Craig jersey in the photoed headliners there with our last jersey series.
Nice.
He got 3 golden tickets on a Ken Anderson mini, too.
That's pretty good.
So it's
not a bad way to start. Not a bad way to start at all. And 3 golden tickets. We'll get into the locker in a little bit.
Yes.
3 golden tickets. Pretty much. I think that gets you some pretty good items at 3 golden tickets.
Say that again.
I don't know if the price point has changed on this or not. And I should say I don't know if the ticket count. I shouldn't say price point. I don't know if the ticket count has changed on this or not. But LaDainian Tomlinson helmets were going for 3 golden tickets. I don't know if they're still going for 3 golden tickets or not. If they continue going for 3 golden tickets, I may have to have a conversation with some people.
Yeah,
but
this is
I know I think Jill actually claimed the sort of crystallized, diamonded out LaDainian, which was ridiculous. It had like 6 inscriptions on it too.
I saw it.
That one thankfully was not 3 golden tickets. I think that one was like 10 golden tickets.
Yeah, and that's how I feel about how LT should be usually priced. Yeah,
but I think 3 is about the minimum for where you can get some exclusive, unique merch in the locker. But continue with the second box.
Well, congratulations! You actually went 36 minutes before your first LaDainian mention.
Yeah,
that is actually a new record for you. Now, this is a guy we don't get to mention a lot. However, we Beetlejuice a lot of stuff here in the UA Live break room. I talked about how we had a first-time player yesterday in Craig, ending up killing it in the break room. He got a couple of sniper spots. We got another sniper in the break, and he is about to get the Michigan man himself, led the Wolverines to a national title a few years ago. Let's see if he maintains his starting quarterback spot. Up north for the Minnesota Vikings on a speed flex. It's JJ McCarthy. It's 9. This is a hidden gem speed flex.
Hidden speed flex.
Very, very rare do we get speed flexes on hidden gems here in the break room. Kyle Lawrence. Wow. Any relation to Trevor? Please give me his contact info. I could use more golfing buddies. Kyle, I don't recognize the name. I'm not sure if this is one of your first order numbers, but with my memory and recollection, first time I'm seeing Kyle pick up a win. Kyle, if you're out there, my man, let us know if this is your first one. Wow. Very, very cool. Badass indeed. So, by the way, guys, please keep track of this for the break page. Now, you're not going to see a JJ McCarthy go because it's not in terms of updating the sheet because it's not a secondary, it's not a photo. But remember, there's 9 of each in terms of speed flexes, authentics, and reps in this series. So, by the way, 2 of these speed flexes now, guys, have gone off the board. But JJ McCarthy, going to be a very, very interesting. This is a rave speed flex, by the way.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more rare. So congratulations to Kyle and Scott.
McCarthy, obviously, his NFL career has gotten off to, I would say, a rocky start. Some of it through his struggles, some of it through things that he can't control. But I think the Vikings still have him as, like, they still believe in JJ McCarthy because they haven't signed anybody else outside of Kyler. Like, Kyler Murray's on a 1-year sort of prove-it deal. Yeah. But they haven't really signed anybody else outside of JJ McCarthy as their sort of investment quarterback for the future. And Kyler Murray has had his own issues in terms of injuries and inconsistent play. So who's to say that JJ McCarthy can't eventually take back the starting job for the Vikings? And Matt is saying, a little competition with Kyler might drive him. Yeah. Sometimes, right? Like JJ McCarthy, not to say that he didn't have competition at Michigan or anything, but he's never really been tested in his career in terms of being pushed for a starting quarterback job.
He's been a winner everywhere he's gone. So sometimes young quarterbacks and just young humans in general,
you just think it's going to happen right away.
Exactly. You face that level of adversity and, it's going to make you question yourself and just wonder if that's something that he's going to be able to overcome. Matt, of course, being a Cards fan, we were happy to let him go. Matt obviously knows I'm a Cards fan for the moment as well. However, Matt, you could say everything you want about me. I'm just saying, if Kyler ends up getting that starting quarterback job in week 1, I'm going to be rocking a lot more purple than Cardinals red this upcoming year. I'll tell you that.
I will say this,
I'm actually a big Kyler guy, if you didn't know, Matt. But
John is a Florida guy, and I see he's got a Gators icon in his Twitch. We'll discuss the Florida thing later.
Yes,
I'm a Missouri guy, so we gotta have a conversation there. But I will say that we get a lot of JJ McCarthy Michigan merch as well in the college series that we do. And we'll have some college series coming up as we get closer to college football season. But that's sort of the great thing about Ultimate Autographs is you can get a guy who didn't really pan out in the NFL or hasn't panned out in the NFL. Johnny Manziel's a good example of this. We had Johnny Manziel in this QB room as well.
Yeah.
And this is a guy who didn't pan out in the NFL.
Yeah.
But Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M merch, I mean, that's like...
elite. Yeah.
That's the best of the best.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy Michigan merch, that's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's gonna be remembered as the quarterback who led Michigan to their first national title in God knows how many years.
Yeah,
so,
Tebow with Florida.
Yeah. So those guys are always memorable.
For sure.
And when you get JJ McCarthy on Vikings, sure, it's not as high profile, but we'll have JJ McCarthy on Michigan merch, and that's like top tier.
For that, if it's not popping up here, my bad, real quick on that. So is the quarterback quad clicked on that drop down real quick, my man?
Okay. So I have to go back to this thing and
the control.
Oh yeah.
And then the boxes as well for the prior 2 boxes, because that's all controlled by the producer.
QB room. Okay.
Going forward.
Boxes were 12 and 24.
Yep. And then those are just checked. So brand new system over here. Kyler's going to get the job. Watch Kyler win MVP. The Cards are a curse. Next year is always our year since 1987. Look, we deal with a lot of Cubs fans in Chicago and prior to 2016. I mean, Dallas fans, I'm offending a lot of people out there. They always think next year is going to be their year. The Cards, however, probably not going to be their year for quite a long time. So let's see what we got here. I feel that as a Cowboys fan, I'm already calling out Jill.
Once we're waiting on some box numbers for this.
Yep.
Rip, last week asked this question, And it's a great question. If you're picking the NFC representative for the Super Bowl this in 2026, this upcoming 2026 season, are you taking NFC West or the field?
Wow. That's honestly a really great question. I'm taking the NFC West.
Yeah, because you have Seahawks, Rams, Niners.
That can make a legitimate case.
Yeah, that can be a legitimate case. And then but you also have like Eagles, Packers, Bears, Bucks, Cowboys, like
correct.
You have other guys in that other teams in that mix.
Yeah, that could definitely make a case. So Johnny, there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Jill said, she's not in the break. I'm in the double, and I think the single. So John, that's a valid box call, my friend. That's going to be 3.
3 is not available.
Oh, is it not? Okay, so just so you know, John, just look at the quarterback room ticker once it comes across the bottom of the screen. Numbers are updated. You can only choose ones that are down there. Like Jill said, she is not in this break. John, obviously you are. So you're able to call box numbers that are available. Matt can do that as well. But John, another thing as well, we kind of put like a imaginary timer on things for people that are in the break, because if nobody decides to say any numbers, then we go to the wheel randomizer, and that basically chooses our box calls for us. But that's a great question by Rip. He usually asks very many thought-provoking questions. So do we have an 11, Chinmay?
We do have an 11.
Awesome. So 11 is one of them that we'll end up going with. John, we got 3 other numbers. Are you okay with not calling the other 3 and just go with 11, or do you want to call 3 other numbers that are available? Again, since you already called it, take your time, and think about that, but it's got to be relatively quick. Okay, then he said random. So I know this is going to sound tedious, dude. I'm not trying to be a pain in the ass. It's just the bylaws of the break room. If you don't mind putting random times 3, because then that just signifies that you want random for all 3. Again, not trying to be that guy that gets in your butt, but it's just how we do things. That's what's great about the NFL. Year over year, parity is fun to watch. Random times 3. Okay, cool. So now you're about to see this. Wow, you are really getting a taste of everything.
The full break room experience.
Yeah, right. You're getting the whole buffet. Thank you. This is out of 30, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So John, again, say hello to the wheel randomizer. So every time we start at 1, and it's exactly what it looks like. So do we have box number? This is gonna be a close one. 22. Cool. So 22 is going to be our second box, and we'll keep rocking and rolling here. I'm not going to lie, dude. It's actually kind of nice not having to do the numbers, especially for the quad. So deuces are wild. Do we have 2?
We do have
2 as well. Thank you. So 22, 2, 11. And to put the icing on the cake for box Quattro of Quattro here, I almost got 2 again. Do we have numero uno?
We do have
1, 2, 11, and 22. So literally, wow, it's just like Morse code. 1s and 2s are going all over the place here. So thank you. Appreciate it, my man. All right, so again, good luck to Matt and John for this. Again, I'm going to randomize the names for you guys here 10 times around we go. So we have 7 Matt Coolies against 1 John Campbell. So we got all the numbers that we need for this, my man. So it's going to be 1, 2, 11, and 22. Brady, 1 and 2. Let's see. I like that. I like that way of thinking. If Brady is in box 1 or 2, Matt, it's a cool way of manifesting that real quick. So despite the Marino coming out, obviously we still got a lot of good combinations of stuff. So I would have picked 1 and 22. So that's got to make you feel good, Matty.
Okay, all right.
So John Campbell, you are only in the NFC South, my friend, with your 1 spot. Fingers crossed to you. Hopefully you picking up at least 1 dub. Anything else that is not an NFC South, Chinmay, that is going
to Matt.
Going to the Cooley residence going forward. So good luck to both gentlemen. Campbell versus Cooley. Prize fight. Saturday morning here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Who's going to feel like number 1 after this? Which, by the way, this has Breeze in it too, I believe.
Yep,
right?
yep. Drew Brees on the rep.
So let's see what.
And Michael Vick could be a Falcons hit. You never know.
Could be a Falcons hit. All right. So what we got here? Wow. What we got here? We have ourselves a multiple-time Pro Bowler and a former first overall pick unfortunately, not a lot of people say that when they describe this guy first for this team. He unfortunately is known as the first of kin prior to Tom Brady. A guy that has made a Super Bowl in his career. He's an AFC East lifer for the most part. It's Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe again on a speed flex for a hitting gem. Absolutely gorgeous on that sweet signature spot there in the top of the speed flex. This is really awesome for Matty Ice in that AFC East. Very, very cool. Right team, wrong player. There is no such thing as a wrong player, Jilly Bean. Drew Bledsoe or Tom Brady. I mean, that's splitting hairs in my opinion. So
tough break there in terms of who was in box number one. The cool thing is, I've said this many times here. Even Drew Bledsoe, right? Like, Drew Bledsoe made a Super Bowl, was a very good, maybe even great quarterback in his own right.
Yeah.
Forever will be remembered as a guy who was sort of seeded the way for Tom Brady. But if you have a Drew Bledsoe helmet, like, that's also a piece of history.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily the history that Drew Bledsoe wants, but it's a piece of history nonetheless.
Yeah.
And I agree with Matt. Like, so underrated. He was people don't realize this. When the Patriots drafted Tom Brady, they had signed Drew Bledsoe to a big contract.
Very big, yeah.
Right before that.
One of the richest quarterbacks.
One of the
in the
crazy,
game.
yeah. So it's not like they were looking for another quarterback.
Led them to a couple of playoff appearances again prior to Brady's draft and emergence as well. So Jill should know as well. Eventually a Cowboys quarterback at the very tail end of his career.
Yeah.
I think prior right to the Tony Romo era. Tony Romo, of course, in the headlines. So hopefully Tony's enjoying Ultimate Autographs. I don't know what kind of reception they get from prison cells, but let's see what we got here, guys. Moving on to box number 2. Let's see who's gonna feel like the shit right now for number 2. Well, very, very nice right here. So we're gonna get ourselves into a photoed headliner. One of my favorite looking lids that we get here at UA, just because of the fact that raves are going out of style. But something tells me that Matt Cooley is going to rave all about this 4-time Super Bowl champion quarterback. It's Uncle Terry. Terry Bradshaw, the original TB12. We keep talking about any type of relation to Tom Brady that's still alive and out there. The exact initials, the exact jersey number. This guy did it first. And he did a pretty damn good job of that. 4 out of the 6 Super Bowl titles in Pittsburgh Steelers franchise history are notched in this guy's belt. Way to go, Matt. Another round of applause, buddy.
So we were talking about Tom Brady Brady was being in 1 and 2. You got a Patriots quarterback who was before Brady in 1, and you got a different TB12 in box 2. So in some way, Tom Brady is associated with boxes 1 and 2.
Yeah. And again, that was kind of the theory, like you said, behind it. Boxes 1 and 2. Well, it's again, not Brady, obviously, but
love the Steelers raves. Think they should wear these more often,
dude. Right?
The gold and black color scheme with these lids is definitely something the Steelers should go into more. And of course, Terry Bradshaw, longtime commentator of football, is kind of at the tail end of that career as well.
Most people of our generation definitely associate him with Fox Sports more.
Yeah, but Terry still giving that analysis on Fox and provide some good humor there as well. But yeah, one of the great quarterbacks of yesteryear, and a guy who really sort of paved the way for the Steelers being that iconic franchise that we know now. It was TB12, the original TB12, who kind of cemented that status for them.
Matt's saying, I love that helmet, but it is my 3rd. Resale is solid, though. Look, and this is why, if you play religiously like Matt does in the room, obviously we've talked about Jill in the chat too. But again, what we like that...
You're going to get some repeats.
Yeah, that's more ammunition, though. Like you said, resale, gifting, whatever it might be. And he's also a great actor and pregame host. Terry Bradshaw, fun fact, is actually in the Odyssey.
Really?
No shot at all. No,
Okay.
I just wanted to see. I've never lied to you before, so I wanted to see if it worked. So
There's so many people in the Odyssey that I wouldn't be surprised.
dude, I knew just from the trailers because that's all I watched. And honestly, I went in completely butt naked, not into the theater, but like my knowledge about the Odyssey was just bare. It was nothing. So
I mean, look here.
the cast is just ridiculous.
The suggested or the estimated budget for this film is $250 million.
And they cleared that in the first 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, they've gotten the records and all that stuff. But like 250 mil, like they could throw like a $500,000 and get Terry in a few scenes for the Odyssey.
Well, I mean, you talk about, again, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but you know, some A-list type of actors didn't get a whole lot of screen time in that. So I mean, that shows you the overall superstar level of stuff that we got here. Let's see if we got a superstar quarterback in here. And this raises another question. Now, this guy puts up the stats. He puts up some wins. Now, unfortunately, especially for this franchise, he has not made deep enough postseason runs in his career. But we get a nickname here at Ultimate Autographs for this specific quarterback because for our UA fantasy team last year, this was our team name because he was our starting fantasy quarterback. We are the Dak Defenders. Dakota Prescott, the franchise quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sure Jill is very fond of Dakota Prescott. He's going to bring the Cowboys back to prominence, man. I think at bare minimum in his career, if he stays a Cowboy for life, he will at least get them an NFC Championship appearance, Super Bowl appearance. That is wait to be seen. But we're talking about is pretty good enough to be a Super Bowl winning type quarterback. I think Dak Prescott is as well.
That's going to be $50 in store credit as well.
Replica helmet.
It's a
Very
replica
good call.
helmet.
There you go, Maddie.
So a little bit of UA bucks going back to Matt Cooley. I've gone back and forth on Dak Prescott in terms of where he ranks as a quarterback. I think he puts up obviously amazing numbers and is a very good fantasy quarterback. There are some moments that he has that you think, okay, the Cowboys, could potentially upgrade at quarterback. But I will also say that the Cowboys have had a lot of issues on the other side of the ball, and that's something that Dak Prescott cannot control.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, the one thing that we always say about him is that Dak can't play defense. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like we might have ourselves a trade here, or in this case, a gift, because it sounds like Matt is getting nothing in return but a thank you and a potential compliment here from Jill. But he said, Jill, happy birthday. It's on me. Haha. Jill. So it sounds like that's what's going to go down here. Matt's going to be gifting that to Jill, which again, by the way, John, fingers crossed I got an NFC South in here for everybody.
Yeah, just confirm that.
Yeah, confirm that, please.
Before I do some things here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah. So, John, this is something we can do, by the way. You don't need to do that. So again, if Jill is willing to accept that, Matt's going to confirm it. We'll get to that then. But John, again, you were seeing something. He's learning a lot of everything here in his first time in the break
experience.
Room. You could do gifts. You could do trades only inside of the show. Again, a whole lot of different stuff that you can do here in the break room. Let's see what we got here. So what we're going to have is ourselves a secondary headliner. Unfortunately, I am not qualified to tell the story of this great man. A guy who apparently changed his phonetic pronunciation of his last name to campaign for the Heisman Trophy back in the day, but lost out to that damn Jim Plunkett back then. However, a Super Bowl quarterback in Joe Theismann on a beautiful rave-colored Washington Commanders 1983 MVP inscription. That's going to be a clean sweep for Matt Cooley. Definitely a great experience. John, look, unfortunately, in this type of situation, look, Matt did his due diligence. And again, it's a numbers game at the end of the day, right? Mm-hmm. He had 7 out of an 8 chance to get himself these wins. So again, it's just a mathematical siding thing with him. Don't let this deter your experience from playing here in the break room. You said it's a great experience. Again, ask Matt and Jill about the L's that they've taken in the past. But the wins, obviously, Chinmay, they far outweigh the losses. As soon as you start winning and piling up some wins, you never forget about the losses. So while I appreciate it, it goes to Jill. I actually really wanted the Joe helmet. Oh, wow. Look at this. Talk about a return to the break room. Fozzie Ozzy, morning, gents. It's my kid's birthday, but wanted to stop by and say hi. All good vibes to you all. Well, happy birthday.
A lot of birthdays going around.
Yeah, a lot of them.
A lot of birthdays going around. So happy birthday to the young one.
To the youngling, indeed. Now, you know what?
I can't actually edit, or because when I put the other, because that other order number hasn't been ran yet.
That's right, because Jill isn't. Then that's just something I could put in the recap and just say that, hey, this is going to be a gift too.
Okay, so
does Jill have an order number in the show? She's bought in, right?
Yeah, she had one in the double.
So what I'll do?
So I can use that one.
Yeah, if you don't mind just writing that down, just that post-it note, and then I can just put in the recap. Yeah. Thing is though, is that it still might not trade in the system. Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can switch.
Perfect.
I can switch the.
Perfect.
I can switch the winner.
Well, that works out perfectly.
Okay, so I'll use that. Yeah, I use that number.
So the trade has been, or I guess I should say, gift has been consummated. That is going to be going from Matt Cooley to Jill Labovitz. Congratulations to everybody, or I should say Matt in this situation. Clean sweep, a nice 4 for 4. We start calling Matt Wendy's at this point. With that lovely 4 for 4 right there. By the way, Tim, good to see you, buddy. Always nice talking to you, man. One of my favorite people to have a conversation with here at UA. By the way, if you got more Paul Skeens props for me, I am open to any and all takers. So, again, you know,
I think
John
Skeens is pitching today.
Oh, against the
Cubs.
Against the Chubbies. Yes, indeed. So again, congrats. We got a lot of more headroom to get into, a lot of places to talk about, series to get into, guys. So what we got here, we are just about almost an hour in, 6 breaks. Really, really awesome start. Nice to see that we got a lot of morning birds with us as we are humming our way through. So after those 6 breaks, Chinmay, we are at a 50-50 ratio. 11 headliners, 22 total boxes, 9 golden tickets. So, John, this is the part where I'm going to get down to the nitty-gritty of our UA currency. So we've had this for almost a month and a half now here in the break room. And this is called the locker and the golden ticket. So, again, very brand new to the break room still. What are the golden tickets? It is the exclusive currency to the locker, a members-only collection of premium one-of-a-kind memorabilia. So how do you earn them? You earn the golden tickets through plays on our live breaks. The more you play, the more you collect, and your tickets are yours to bank and use whenever you are ready. They do not expire. They stay in your UA account forever. How do you redeem them? John, very simple for you. Actually, John, because of how much you actually spent to get into that quad, you definitely have elevated already to bare minimum our second tier of rewards here at UA. Once you redeem them, obviously, you can use them in the locker. I will drop a link in the chat momentarily here, John, so you can go through. It's in that aforementioned locker. However, to get in there, you can't just go waltzing in and expect to be treated handsomely and be fed grapes like a Greek god. You have to earn your place. You have to earn your birthright to get in there. How do you do that? As I just mentioned, our second tier of rewards programs, John and everybody else out there, that's about anywhere between $250 to $300. Like I said, John, the quad spot you bought got yourself in there. The second level of rewards, once you reach practice squad, this locker is yours to explore, and it stays as you rise through the ranks. What's inside of the locker? Well, that's where I come in. I'm going to drop a link there for you guys. As Matt is questioning, he said, didn't I buy out the double? Well, I hope you did, Matt. Let's see what we got here.
The other, no, there's still 5 spots left in the double. There's 3 spots left in the single. There's a new double. Yeah, the first double that we did was the one that he bought.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so Chinmay is correct. We already did the one double, and this one is just our second one that we got. We got 3 in the single, 5 in that double, but let me see what we got here. So it looks like as of right now for you, Maddie, for the quarterback room, the people in there right now, we have John, Jill, and Mr. Yaslow each getting into that double. So yeah. Matt, no spots for you in that second double, my man, but something tells me you're going to make that change here in a second. I think the transaction went through. Maybe.
No, yeah. It's It was in the previous. So he did
Okay.
buy the double. It was in the previous double.
Sweet. Okay, so sounds good.
The first double that we did.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's what it sounds like right there. But again, you want to get into that double again. 5 spots currently, but with the way that this quarterback room is moving, it will not be there for long. Good morning, Mr. Gentle Lady himself, Dan Javit. Good to see you, Dan.
How's it going?
Yep, this is a new double. Yep, exactly. Everybody giving their greetings to Jill this morning. So let me refresh this again real quick, see if we made any progress. That quad, by the way, is now refreshed. It is back up. So click that link, by the way, that I sent just a few moments ago in the chat to get yourself into the locker and see those awesome items. They're the most unique, most beautiful, most curated items for you guys, the most expensive stuff we have here at UA. You can redeem in there with your golden ticket. Speaking of Chinmay, we got 9 of these things still left in this quarterback room. Again, just looking at things that can possibly double up with those tickets. It's the AFC South.
You still got your Herbert, Elway, and Bo Nix double, triple up opportunity. You still have Brock Purdy and Matthew Stafford. We don't know what Michael Vick is. If Michael Vick is a Falcons hit, we could have Michael Vick and Drew Brees and the golden ticket package for the NFC South. So still plenty of options there. And of course, there's some filler hits that we can say could be speed flexes, and they could be in the NFC South with Bucks or Panthers.
Yeah, and especially that NFC South with the Breeze and the 3 golden tickets as well. So I don't know. There's a diminishing return on Brady helmets at some point. How many total helmets left, and how many headliners? So like we said, 11
you can
and 22.
See that on the UA page. If you go to the break page, you can actually see. So there's 22 boxes left in the series and 11 headliners left.
Yeah, now when you say diminishing returns, Tom Brady is in a class of his own, and then Patrick Mahomes obviously, Matt, is right behind him in terms of valuable signatures. Jill obviously is a ticket hound, as she should be with everybody else as well.
And I guess I should say, so the 11 headliners, of the 11 headliners, 3 of those sort of headliner items are the golden ticket packages. So there would be 8 helmet headliner items, and then 3 of the golden ticket.
Correct. So it's a good way to put it. I mean the spend versus the chance to win. So yeah, I mean again, that's where your own volition kind of comes in.
We are 2 to go in that single, 3 to go in that double.
Yeah, awesome. So we're gonna keep on moving there. Again, it's the reason why I made it the Chase wheel spin. I could definitely anticipate with the level of items that we got in there.
We have a lengthy list for that wheel spin already.
Yeah, man.
We had a double and a quad, so we already got a long list.
Exactly. So again, Matt, the whole reason why we end up having the price point the way that it is, quarterback rooms are naturally one of our most expensive to get into because of the names and because quarterbacks always end up giving you the most value and worth in the resale market. Just because of what you got. Again, Tom Brady on an authentic is a bare minimum $3,000.
Yeah.
You find a Buccaneers fan, Dan Javit. You find Patriots fans out there who obviously there are very many of them. They could price that at an even higher price point. So he says, I totally get it. Matt, I was going to say, for how long you been playing here, dude? I know you get it without a doubt. Not complaining at all. No, dude. Feel free to question anything or ask any questions openly in the chat. I never like to come off answering questions as defensive whatsoever. I'm just giving the rationale and explanation as to why we do things.
The 2 best things you can do in this break room.
Yes.
Buy break spots, ask questions.
Yeah. Again, I say this all the damn time. Chinmay probably wants to beat my ass for saying it so much, but the only dumb question you have is the one that stays inside of your head. One of my mom's all-time favorite quotes that she always said to me, and sadly, when she started telling me that when I was a kid, I never stopped asking questions. So
I bet she regretted that statement.
Yeah, incidentally, she was like, okay, you're asking too many damn questions now. Anyone want to get the Boomer Bucks or Weekend Warrior Stash Your Cash going? I'm going to quickly go into this diamond real quick, Jill. Definitely want to talk about that Boomer Bucks because that does have a really cool twist into that series. So the diamonds, 8 headliners, 19 boxes. 5 to go in that single at just a 109 price point. Talk about a series that has a lot of interesting double-up possibilities, Chinmay, at 218. So you want to get into something where you can get a couple of speed flexes perhaps or some really good authentic double-ups. This would be the series for you guys. Jordan Love Retro Authentic. Again, outside of LaDainian Tomlinson, this is Chinmay's other lover in Jordan Love. Beautiful retro. This is a mid to late 50s to early 70s logo for the Green Bay Packers. Really nice stuff right there. Again, debatable top 10 quarterback. He's in my top 10 towards the back end.
In the fringe as well, like there's some guys, right? Like you have your sort of clear-cut top tier guys.
Correct.
And then I would say Jordan Love is in that next group. This is a big year for Jordan Love. And
No
again,
doubt.
very similar to Brock Purdy, right? Can the supporting cast around him stay healthy for the full 17 games and be together?
Yeah.
Because last year what happened with the Packers was, obviously Tucker Kraft was breaking out, then he goes down. Christian Watson was in and out of the lineup.
Yeah.
Jaden Reed goes down early. Matthew Golden as a rookie is thrown into a lot of different roles. Unclear as to exactly what his position is. Jordan Love gets hurt for a few games. So the supporting cast was never really all together. And when they were playing, they were kind of jumbled up in unfamiliar roles. If they all can stay healthy, then we may see the full picture for Jordan Love.
I look at the numbers and performance that Love did still have, right? All-time low in terms of turnover rate, one of his highest touchdown finishes at the end of the season as well. So, again, fingers crossed that the Packers can have a relatively full, healthy season in 2026. We talked about top 10s. I can tell you a guy who is undoubtedly a top 10 wide receiver. I would say top 5. I would even go as far as to say top 3. That's Randy Moss. Top 3 all-time in receiving touchdowns, only behind the great Jerry Rice. This is a winter warning speed flex. Beautiful all-white snowy base with, of course, a beautiful Skull Vikings purple visor. That is a double up there. Couple of cool things that we got here available for you guys as well. We got the Derrick Henry Lunar Speed Flex, my favorite looking speed flex in the entire break room. The Lunars, by the way, you got to get them while they're hot because these and the Raves are not going to be in mass production for much longer. If you want to fast forward to the end of this year in the break room, we're going to have very little Raves. We're going to have very little Lunars going forward because we're going to have some brand new stuff being brought in. Like, for example, when we end up having some of the new rivalry lids, Chinmay, that the NFL is debuting that we're going to see this year, we're going to start getting a lot of those. Just as one example, as a new different looking lid that we're going to get in the break room.
I'm going to try to find this.
Okay.
Because I saw it and I don't remember the exact stat. So I'm going to have to try to find it. But it is a Derrick Henry stat. And it's not surprising, but it's still a bit ridiculous.
There's a whole lot of the guys that we get in the break room. Absolutely nothing but ridiculously for what we got here in the break room, my man.
I'm going to try to find it.
So I was going to say Derrick Henry, well, with his LinkedIn bio of accomplishments, that's going to probably take you a little bit while to find. With that being said, however, my favorite wide receiver growing up, Chad Ochocinco Johnson, will pair with him in the AFC North double-up section. This is interesting. James Cook, rivalry authentic, the most slept on, underrated superstar player in the entire sport. Led the NFL in rushing yards this past season, turned back the clock to 2 years ago, led the entire NFL in rushing touchdowns. Everyone gives the spotlight to Superman Josh Allen. This guy is the Batman to the Superman of Josh Allen. Make no mistake about it. With that AFC East hit right there, that is beautiful. Wes Welker's interesting, Chinmay, because he can go with Ashton Genty if he is on a Denver Broncos lid. Ashton Genty, one of the best young running backs in the sport today. Want to give a huge shout out to Matty Ice, bro. Look, we don't take tips. We take compliments here in the break room. He said, whoever is doing the hiring for you guys are killing it. You're all so good. Thank you, my man. There's literally nothing I enjoy more in this world than a stroking of the ego. But we do it for you guys, honestly. It's very seamless. It's very easy. I think we all have very good camaraderie and chemistry here at UA. But again, we do this for y'all. We do everything to curate stuff for you guys. That's why we try to get creative with the series. That's why we have as many rewards programs as possible, because we want to make things as easy and enjoyable for all of you folks out there. 52 touchdowns in high school his senior year, Derrick Henry. And how many games did he probably play senior year of high school? Maybe 12 or 13 games. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. All bow down to the king. Speaking of a religious king we have here in the break room, Keen, what's going on, baby? He's very keen on the spot to get soon to the break room.
Yeah.
And I think we got breaking news on Derrick Henry.
I found the stat. So over the last decade, most rushing touchdowns, you have your usual suspects, and then you got some new guys like Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, Jalen Hurts is up there as well. So Josh Allen is number 2 with 79 rushing touchdowns over the last 10 years.
Damn.
Pretty good. Derrick Henry has 122 rushing touchdowns, almost 50 more than Josh Allen, who is second behind him. That just shows you how insanely consistent Derrick Henry is.
If I told you that a running back had 12 rushing touchdowns in a year, you'd think that was a pretty damn good year, right?
Yeah.
For a running back, that's literally his average.
Yeah.
I mean, for the last decade.
Insane.
Yeah. And again, probably by the end of his career, he's going to finish maybe behind Emmitt Smith for the second most rushing yards of all time. And again, not too often do you get guys peaking as a running back in their early 30s. Again, as soon as he's gone to Baltimore, he's as good as he's ever been. Plus, hey, have you guys ever thought of doing an all authentic jersey break in the multi-sport? Keen, I will say right now, my friend, and you can tell that I'm not bullshitting, okay? Because you're seeing living proof right here. I got 3 damn cameras on this phone, and I'm going to use all 3 to take a picture of your comment. Reason why I do that, you guys would be very, very surprised how much your input actually drives a lot of the series that we create. Something we go over once a week. So Keen, that's something I will run up the flagpole. Now, we have done multi-sport jerseys before. That is something that we've done. I don't want to say it's more of a seasonal thing. We'll maybe do it once a month at the very most. But it is something I would like for us to do more often, Keen. Chinmay, can you let me know what I'm in?
Yeah, Jill, you are in the single and the double for the Weekend Warrior Stasher.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to have that one on deck.
And we are 1 to go in the QB room single. We are 2 to go in the QB room double.
Okay, well, we better get, I was going to say we're about to be in the batter's box. So we're going to have to make a quick appearance on deck here. Chinmay, I know I talked about the Boomer Box. Again, the second most golden ticket you can find in any series this morning. Right now, at this current juncture, is the Boom or is the Bucks. Here's the thing. If you boom, there's going to be no doom. If you got the Bucks, then guess what? You're about to add some serious coin to your bank account on the weekend. Very simple concept. The only thing about the series, Chinmay, that's different than any others, even when you don't get a headliner, you win. You get $50 into your UA account if you win any non-photoed headliner. Hidden gems, of course, the secondary headliners do account for that as well. You can get LaShawn Shady McCoy and Smell the Flowers to start your weekend with Zay Flowers. You want to talk about underrated? He's about as underrated as underrated gets. Over 1,200 receiving yards. The only problem is Lamar, he just doesn't care about him when they're in the red zone. And understandable. You know, guys like Mark Andrews, Lamar himself, Derrick Henry, who you talked about that insane gap between first and second in terms of touchdown disparity. Now, 13 headliners, 21 boxes. This is the bad shit crazy thing. $79 for a single to get into this series. Literally the best boom for your buck in any series we have. 158, 5 to go on that double. The quad, we've done one of them. I got to get into a quad into this series, man. 21 boxes, Chinmay, 13 headliners. We're talking about a little over 60% on the ratios to get yourself a headliner. AFC East and NFC East for those golden tickets. By the way, AFC East, here you go. Proof is in the pudding. 3 golden tickets, co-signed Terminator and Jim Kelly. Both men, you talk about a quarterback, running back tandem, one of the most underrated of all time. Thurman Thomas MVP. Jim Kelly, one of the winningest quarterbacks of the 90s. You got to win a lot if you make 4 consecutive Super Bowls, right? And this is on a cold front mini. This is the Bills' modern-day rivalry helmets. Emmitt Smith on the football. We've seen this a few times in the break room. You know him. You love him. Only Cowboys MVP ever. NFL's all-time leading rusher. Drew, now this is one of my favorites, genuinely in the room, guys. This is one of the handful of times. How many times have you seen Drew Brees have a Hall of Fame inscription on a lid?
Not too many because he's recently a Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
So we've had Drew Brees in the room before. We have not seen the Hall of Fame inscriptions come through quite as much, but he's recently a Hall of Famer, so we will see more of those HOF 26, 25, right?
26.
No, 26, yeah.
It's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, HOF 26 for Drew Brees. Cam Lee in the chat. Good morning, Cam.
Cameron!
He apparently won a Mahomes at some point.
Woo!
So congratulations. Matt's question.
When was that, Cam?
Yeah, when was the Mahomes hit? Matt's question. So obviously, I'm guessing LaDainian Tomlinson counts as a name brand. So I can't pick LaDainian Tomlinson. But my first jersey that I ever got, he won the Mahomes Reed dual signed.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday,
so that was in the playbook then. So that must have happened at the 6 o'clock show. What do you go,
so
brother?
Matt's question: choose a running back from any era. As a recent sports fan, my first jersey that I had was a Amon Green Packers jersey. So I'm gonna go with Amon Green as my running back.
I love that. So Amon Green, I think I told you this maybe our last show 2 weeks ago.
I think we had one Amon Green item that I've seen here. I believe it was a jersey or a mini helmet.
I've seen multiple Amon Green jerseys. One of them got gifted to our other Packers fan on staff, and Dom.
Yeah.
I've seen a few now in some hidden gems.
We'll do that QB room, or we have that QB room single.
Lovely. Round of applause for you guys. We're going to get into that now. That's a great pick. Multiple-time Pro Bowler. Super underrated. You know who I'm going to go with from the same era? Going to go with Brian Westbrook. Villanova's finest.
Yeah.
A guy you want to talk about if he had a longer longevity, Hall of Fame talent. I would say Amon Green as well. If he did it for a few more years, definitely a Hall of Fame talent. He said, no, sorry, choose any running back. Yeah. Yeah. Any RB, I gotta go with
any
Brian
RB
Westbrook.
is LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, LaDainian Tomlinson, yeah, for sure. I would probably go with our lifetime Adrian Peterson or LT, either one. Breeze is going next week in Rosemont. Oh, dude, how about that? For the big national convention that's going to happen at the end of the month.
Okay.
If you want him to add the HOF 26 inscription to your item, it'll cost you an extra $250. Good morning, Mr. Boulay. So if y'all wanted any indication on how much more that authentic is going to be worth on the market, that's probably a good barometer to see how much more that retro authentic is worth in that series for Drew Brees. In history, no way, boys. Look, in history, obviously there are more accomplished guys than LT and AP. You know, you got your Sayers, your Peytons, your Sanders. Again, that's totally fine. But again, I just want to go with somebody, Chinmay, that I've seen in my lifetime. By the way, we're seeing a lot of breaks happen this morning here. We're about to see another quarterback single. Chinmay's got that ready for us.
Yep.
All right, let's see. And this is going to be numero
3.
Perfect. Yep, got that bad boy right here. Going to ask for one number. Westbrook is not Nova's greatest football player. That would be Howie Long, who is in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hall of Fame, not Hall of Fame. I'm just going for a guy that I loved watching growing up that deserved a lot more love. Shout out to Corey Dillon as well.
For sure. Oh, yeah, Corey Dillon, another very underrated
number for quarterback room number 3. I think across all sports, by the way, going to look at, hey, look at this guy. This guy gets it. John, love to see John back in here with 3 spots.
Yeah.
In this, John, you're doing the right thing, buddy. Scott, Dan, William as well. Any relation to Walter? Westbrook was so good, completely forgotten and unfair. Could not agree more. Daddy Dan, going with number 8. You know, Dan, I hope you know it took me a while to get used to that name that you got on there because, you know, it's a pretty interesting name. Dan, cheers from Cameron over there. You know, nice to see you guys up on up this morning, which, by the way, I don't think I've ever asked this for any of our 9 a.m. shows, dude, and this question goes to you as well, bro. What is if you could pick your own breakfast, like your all-time favorite breakfast, you got 3 items to choose from and your preferred drink, what would that be to get your morning started?
So this is like, I can tell you my consistent breakfast, right? Like I can say I consistently have waffles and milk. That's like my consistent breakfast.
Okay, waffles is an elite choice. That's
consistent.
For sure.
If I was doing like an all-time like items in breakfast, I'd probably say that's got a good ring to it, Matt.
It's also a great song as well.
Great ring to it.
I'd play it if you wouldn't get copyrighted.
I would probably say waffles, bacon, some sort of eggs, or I like oscillate between eggs and pancakes or hash browns.
Yeah.
I think all 3 of those maybe eggs or hash browns because I've already got the waffles. So I'm going to go hash browns. I'm going to go waffles, bacon, and hash browns.
There you go.
And then for drink, mimosas are sounding great.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna stick with milk though.
You're gonna stick with milk? Yeah, I was gonna say your arteries can only take so much, but espresso martini. I didn't realize that this is I gotta hold an AA meeting for all you guys. Dan Bloody Mary, I could see that. Doses and mimosas and beer. Cam, if you got an ice cold ultra, I got a nice number that you can call.
We will also have the Boomer Bucks double coming.
Nice.
up.
Okay, so we're gonna step away from the quarterback room for momentarily. A SoCal breakfast burrito. That's an elite choice.
It's good.
Any breakfast has to have bacon. I'm right there with you. Bacon goes well with everything on earth. Nothing better than the smell of coffee and bacon in the AM. Bob is a classy man.
So if I have to create a different sheet, what do I do?
For that, what do you mean a different sheet?
Like the Boomer Bucks.
Is there not?
There's
one
no
in there?
double.
It's the same way that you would normally do it.
Okay.
So just
Okay.
create a different one. That's the exact same. So believe it or not, we have a break to do. Which, by the way,
Yeah.
I love your list. I'm gonna go with waffles. Yeah, waffles, bacon, hash browns, and then orange juice. I'm actually huge on apple juice. Because I never grew up. I'm a kid at heart. But orange juice just goes well with everything. But I don't like it when it's super pulpy. I don't want it I don't want it to feel like I'm getting shards of something.
Yeah.
When it's a little too chewy. So let's see how this is gonna break down. William White, any relation to Walter in the NFC North? Scotty Deans, NFC South, AFC North, and the AFC South. John Campbell looking to put it on the board for the first time in the East conferences of the NFC and the AFC, and rounding it out in that AFC West. 8, a very, very lucky number for most. It's all going to be a lucky number for one. Let's see. A proper Bloody Mary has bacon in it. Okay. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Also your arteries as well.
We will have a QB room double as well coming up.
We are flying through the break page. You guys are unbelievable. You woke up and you wanted to piss excellence here this morning in the UA Live break room. Dan's looking for Stafford. Matt's looking for Mickey Mouse pancakes. And instead, let's see what we have here. I always love it when I can't see who's inside of here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So my favorite tidbit about this guy, he's a multiple-time Pro Bowler. He cut into the league, Chinmay, at a very, very late age. A late bloomer, if you will, at the age of 29 years old.
Okay.
He's the guy we get religiously here in the break room. But most famously, what he is known for is being neighbors with one of our longtime regulars, Ronnie Insulaco. Dan, pour yourself out a lovely Bloody Mary for yourself, my man. First one of the day for you. It's Jeff Garcia on a replica helmet. Now, this is going to get you $50 back in store credit for this being a replica. Dan, not the NFC West you were looking for, but a win is a win is a win. Awesome stuff right there. Congratulations, Danny boy.
Jeff Garcia never quite hit the heights of the previous Niners quarterbacks like Joe Montana or Steve Young, but led some very good Niners teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think a 12-win campaign one year. And then eventually, towards the tail end of his career, I think 2007, 2006, into his very late 30s, was also named a Pro Bowler for a pretty good Tampa Bay Buccaneers team as well. But you talk about a consummate pro. When I think of a pro, a very solid quarterback, somebody you can rely on year after year, he's not going to raise your ceiling too much, but a guy you can rely on. Jeff Garcia is exactly that.
Yeah.
So, you could do a lot worse than him. So I'm going to put Jeff away as I just gassed up Jeff Garcia, immediately putting him back away.
Bob Boulay talking steak, eggs, and hash browns as the breakfast of
Eggs
choice.
and hash browns. Home fries suck, only hash browns. Exactly.
Yep. I recently got not recently, it's been a minute, but I did a McDonald's breakfast, got the hash browns.
Dude. Pretty good.
They are McDonald's fries are amazing. The McDonald's hash browns are also
they're also elite. Yeah, bro.
All the like the McDonald's sandwiches and whatnot, they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
The fries and hash browns though, there's something in the potatoes, man.
Dude,
there's something in the potatoes.
Yeah, they're adding a little special home ingredient over there, dude. It's so funny you talked about that with hash browns. When I was at my all inclusive in Cancun this past week, like no bullshit, the best hash browns I've ever had. Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to fly thousands of miles away to go to Cancun for hash browns, but the breakfast that they had,
It's an added perk.
it definitely an added perk. It had like this oniony, rich taste to it. It was so damn good. Real quick thing, by the way, the double for the quarterback room is the next one up, correct?
No, the Boomer Bucks is the
Okay.
is the next one up.
Good thing I asked.
Matt, I do see your question. You did close out the Boomer Bucks, and I believe
Yes, he did. It's just him and Tom Madeira.
you closed out the Boomer Bucks, and we're 3 to go in that Boomer Bucks quad, and you're in that quad as well.
Gotcha. Jen Sema, just want to make sure we got you, home
Yep.
slice.
The Boomer Bucks you did close out. That's what we're doing right now.
It's not really hash brown. Hash browns are shredded potatoes and fried on the grill. For the price that you're going to pay, Bob, it's
like
pretty good.
It's like what, like a $1.50. I always double up on the hash browns too. McDonald's. I always get multiple hash browns.
It's the right thing to do. So Tom and Matt looking for 2 box numbers. If not, we'll go to the old Emilio Estevez. And Jill Chinmay will check on that for you in just a second for the Boomer Bucks. But
I don't see her in this Boomer Bucks. She's in the quad.
I also Jill, you are in the upcoming quarterback room double. That I can confirm.
I see her in the Boomer Bucks quad.
Okay.
And I see her in the Boomer Bucks single. I don't see her in the double though.
Real quick, if you don't, again, just in the control thing, homie. Just for Boomer Bucks double. Yeah, that's something you got to imprint in your brain now going forward. I feel that, guys, I'm starving now and DoorDashing the Golden Arches. That's a necessity. Mickey D's, eggs, hash browns, and steak. Keen. By the way, since we're on the topic of McDonald's and we're all getting ourselves hungry this morning, have you had their steak biscuit from McDonald's before?
I've done the chicken biscuit.
Chicken biscuit is pretty, if you got it spicy, it's pretty good.
Spicy chicken biscuit.
Dude, their biscuits, depending on how they're made, are actually pretty damn good. The steak on there, and you get grilled onions, which I wasn't aware of when I bought it. Had it, and then there's this kind of like butter malaise. It's actually really good.
Okay.
Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel from does everybody just call McDonald's the Arches?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously the
Golden Arches.
But people calling it, we always called it when I was a kid, Mickey D's. That's
Arches is another one. I think if you're talking about like the dream breakfast, you gotta have either bacon or steak as one of the items, and then eggs or hash browns as the other item. And then your sort of carb item can be anything. But you gotta have bacon or steak, you gotta have either eggs or hash browns.
Perfectly balanced breakfast. Well, we're gonna be looking for 2 numbers here in the Boomer Bucks. We're gonna have Madeira versus Cooley here. Excuse me.
Golden Arches is fancier.
It's fancier. It definitely is. Yeah, it sounds like a 5-star Michelin restaurant. So, let's see if we got number 19 for the Boom or the Bucks. Can't forget, the Golden Arches for sure. I'm gonna go on a soapbox thing here about Mickey D's. Why the hell is every McDonald's I go to now gray? I just, like, when we were growing up, man, and obviously for 19, awesome. I'll just spin this real quick and I'll get off my my soapy box. DA, did I miss the quarterback double? No, you did not, my friend. 21 as well. Do we have 21? We have 21. For the Boomer Bucks, 19 and 21. Awesome. Good morning to you, DA. DA, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Now I'm going to annoy people for the rest of the show. What did you put in your belly to start the day? So again, 10 times around, Dusty Buns, we have had ourselves a crazy, crazy morning, and it's only getting crazier. Send me your address, and I'll Postmates McDonald's to you guys. Do not tempt me with a good time. Part of me believes, Matt. You guys obviously all know Jason Meador. He's a guy that's actually sent us Italian dressing from his own restaurant, and it was delicious. He said, no joke. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. Matt, buddy, if you're, a part of me wants to do it, man, but I can't take advantage of somebody's kindness like that.
We got our own
stuff to get.
We got our own stuff in the UA break room that is outside of this break room.
Matt, if it was
there's a lot of great stuff in there too.
Yeah,
there's some hot Cheetos this morning. I saw a couple cosmic brownies in there.
Maybe a little Nutter Butter action. Those little.
I think it's Cosmic Brownies now, but it was the Nutter.
Oh,
I went through.
shit.
I went through a lot of Nutter Butter.
The little Debbie Cosmic
Yep.
Brownies. Oh man, that's elite.
Yep.
Talk about nice packed lunches as a kid. Well, who's gonna pack the biggest punch here in the break room? Tom, buddy, you got the NFC North, West, and AFC West. Matt, you have the rest. Matt is on a 4-box winning streak, I believe, from the breaks he is in. He swept that entire quarterback room quad earlier. First time in the Boomer Bucks, though. Let's see what we can get ourselves in this series. 6 golden tickets, Chinmay, going into this, and by my calculations, seems like we are going to have half of those being trimmed down. Let's take a look here. Matt or Tom is going to get 3 golden tickets right here, and the winning streak is going to continue for Matty Ice. The rich get richer. New England Patriots football right there for Matty Ice. He can't
AFC
keep the
East.
football, but he can keep the golden tickets. Awesome, awesome stuff there. Congratulations, Matty. He said, stop it. You have my phone and email. Send me your address and order. Oh boy. Oh, boy. Well, you know what? Here's the good thing, Matt. We do have a job to do, so we'll continue to do some breaks for you guys. But, Matt, if you are serious, you know what? In honor, how do you feel about 20 hash browns? I'm kidding. But you know what?
I think we're past breakfast at this point.
I was going to say, I'll think about it by the end of the show, Matty. But
No, I legitimately think McDonald's stopped serving
at
breakfast
10:30,
after
right?
10:30.
After 10:30, yeah. So, all right.
I gotta assign these tickets.
Yep.
Let me assign these tickets.
Awesome stuff. So don't have to write that up, but I of course will highlight that for my boy. So let's see, Matt, you're gonna keep rolling right along here. Not too often do we see 5-box winning streaks.
Yeah.
Unless you're obviously buying out an entire break for yourself, which Matt hasn't done. Matt has had competition in every break he's been in. Let's see what we got. He said, I gotta give back, boys, another time. No, brother, hey, that's totally fine with us. We obviously appreciate you. Means the world, Matty. But we're here to make you happy and get you some wins. So let's see what we got here, Chinmay. We're gonna tap into another hidden gem, it looks like. And this guy has done a lot of signings for us at UA. At the time of his retirement, one of the most accomplished wide receivers in football history. We're gonna split it right down the middle here. We're gonna take a trip out west to the reigning Super Bowl champions. This is going to be a retro Steve Largent mini.
Very cool.
So very, very cool indeed. Congratulations to Tom Madeira.
That's going to be $100 back in store credit as well because it's not a photoed headline.
So he gets some money back. He gets himself a Hall of Fame 95 inscription, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful retro mini. Tom, one of our biggest mini collectors also. So he is going to appreciate this one very, very much. So what I would say about the Boomer Bucks, guys, yes, 3 golden tickets are gone to Matt. 3 still remain, but again, every photoed and secondary headliner in Chinmay still intact. So big round of applause there, guys. Write that up for Tommy Boy.
Got a QB room double. Room double coming up.
Yes, sir. And again, these are the mornings that we absolutely love. We want to get up and do as much breaking as possible until our fingers hurt over here.
Oh, you are going to enjoy this wheel spin list, my friend.
Yeah, I was going to say. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, guys. So, quarterback room double. You heard the man. We're going to get 2 numbers for this quarterback room double, number 2. I'll sauce this over to you. Thank you. 2 numeros para quarterback room. 2 numbers for QB room double number 2. Now, as all of you know, you're obviously driving the bus of what this series is going to be. Dan's going with 4 and 26. Dan, you are in this break, so thank you. So we are going to go until you guys decide to stop filling up our Shopify carts. So right now we're at 10:35. So depending on what we do with this quarterback room, I might cut it off at 11 o'clock for the Chase wheel spin. But again, you guys have kicked so much ass. We'll keep going as long as you guys want. So you're going to have the same team and Chinmay and Rob running things back for y'all at the 12 o'clock hour. So, you know, we got nowhere else to be. We got nowhere else to go. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I already saw some. So 10 times around for you guys. Dan calling 4 and 26 for the quarterback room double. So, gonna have that pulled up for you guys in a second. The names have been randomized. Jill,
what were the boxes for the Boomer Bucks? Sorry.
No, you're good. I think that was 19 and 21.
19 and 21.
19 and 21. Yes, sir.
Thank you. And then 4 and 26 for the QB room. Right?
You would be correct, my man. So, again, guys, we got about a half an hour, give or take, bare minimum. But again, something tells me we're gonna get a nice wide shot to get y'all caught up on the action this morning. So. Every single item that you see up on this table, somebody's going to get some money back, up to $100, because the quarterback room, as y'all can see, is that Chase wheel spin. Going left to right, Terry Bradshaw, Dak Prescott, Dan Marino going to stay with me in the break cam here. J.J. McCarthy was a hidden rave speed flex. That's how elite this quarterback series is. Drew Bledsoe speed flex, and a 1983 Super Bowl MVP inscribed Joe Theismann. I think it's just a regular season MVP. Maybe. I think it's just regular season MVP. Yeah. But Washington in the early 80s, man, with Joe Gibbs as their legendary head coach. They're kicking ass and taking names. Mark Rippon, Doug Williams. They had a lot of good quarterbacks during that era of football.
Yeah. Matt was asking about great running backs. John Riggins.
John Riggins
back for the Washington football team.
Talk about a blast from the past there. So quarterback room. Box number 4, courtesy of the gentlelady himself, Dan Jobin. Speaking of Dan, he is going to be on top. Larry Zonka as well. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Dan Jobin in the NFC North with his solo sniper spot. Johnny Campbell. John, buddy. Again, I don't play favorites here in the break room. Again, John's put his nose to the grindstone. I really hope he ends up getting his first win with us.
We'll see. We may have to make some decisions here on the table.
Yeah, I hope that this first box is so good that we're forced to make a decision. John's in the NFC South, NFC East, and AFC East. Timothy Yaslow, a name I haven't seen in so damn long. I've developed gray hair since the last time I saw this name in a break. NFC West for Timmer. DA in the AFC North and South. And Jill rocking her lone spot in the AFC West. Good luck to everybody here in this break. Let's see what we got here. It's been a really, really great morning. And by the size of this bag, I feel like it's only going to continue. This is a Wiley one.
Is it the Wile E. Coyote, though?
It's the Wile E. Coyote. Well, this is a guy that's not a Wile E. Coyote. He's actually a wily old veteran that decided to have the best individual season of his football career this past year. Not too many guys piss excellence at the age of 37 years old. And a guy that's a veteran here in the break room came back for a photoed headliner, the reigning National Football League MVP, Matthew Stafford. The staff is going to be pointed to Timothy Yaslow. His lone spot in the NFC West is going to get him this beautiful Matthew Stafford speed flex. Awesome blue visor, of course, for the Rams. This is absolutely gorgeous, Mr. Fozzie Ozzie.
Phenomenal hit. Love that Stafford lid, obviously. Big fan of Matthew Stafford. Have never had... we had a Stafford helmet last weekend with Alex, who's a Lions fan.
Yeah.
And despite my Packers fandom, have never had a bad thing to say about Matthew Stafford.
No.
Always felt like he was kind of on the short end of the stick with some of the Lions teams that he had. Very happy that he's having success with the Rams. Had him on my fantasy team last season. Going to consider taking him late in a dynasty league draft that I'm doing on Sunday.
That makes sense. So
very, very happy for Matthew Stafford. Hopefully he'll make another run at a Super Bowl. And we'll see. We'll see if the Ty Simpson draft pick lights a little bit of a fire underneath him. But good to see Stafford back in the break room. We'll have him for probably a couple more weeks, and then won't have him for a long time. So get Matthew Stafford while you can. Love the visor as well.
You know what's funny, when we went through the rundown earlier, I'm glad you said that. I was kind of thinking, I'm like, we're getting more Stafford lately than we probably had him.
It'll happen for this window.
Yeah.
Of time. And then we won't get Stafford for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Again, probably the last time we've seen him anywhere close to this bulk was probably towards the end of the regular season, back in November and December. Yeah. So really cool seasonal Stafford, as we might call him. He was he was Kershaw's catcher in high school. in good old Texas.
You're the only person who's told me that Matthew Stafford and Clayton Kershaw were teammates in high school.
Yeah,
Have never heard that one before from anybody else.
Yeah, you were. Well, I think you remember a White Sox player named Michael Kopech, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, high school guys with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And down in Texas as well. So very, very small world type stuff. Well, we got another box to get into for this quarterback room double. Again, one of our favorite guys in the sport, and a player who, by the way, if you got to make room over there, probably that Dak might go. So
well, we got some
or maybe the Theismann, just because it's same color scheme.
Or JJ. We can I got enough space now. We can see what comes out of the box, and then we can decide.
Hopefully we're set up to make some
do.
tough decisions here. So box 26. At one point, Stafford was the highest paid in the NFL, and Kershaw was an MLB.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're
whoever that high school baseball coach was better be getting a little commission.
I don't know what kind of training regimen that they got put through, but I would certainly love to be put on the same one as them. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is... excuse me. Okay, all right. Well, first of all, I'm not going to show you who this is for, but very rarely do you get yourself a...
full certificate. Yeah.
A full letter of authenticity.
Yeah, so I don't know if...
wow.
You may be able to show... That Stafford may have it.
Yeah.
If you want to show the QR code.
Okay, yeah.
But that's a rare full COA there.
Yeah.
Full physical COA.
Yeah, right here on the back. On the back, which, by the way, how about the Los Angeles decal?
Yeah.
Down at the bottom.
So nowadays the QR codes are the COA.
Yeah.
If you scan the QR code, that is the certificate of authenticity. I remember when I joined UA.
Yeah.
When we still had the physical slips, and they were just transitioning to the QR code.
The good old days.
So this box that has the massive certificate, that is cool.
Well, I would like to again, before I go into this, because some breaks deserve to be a little bit more long-winded than others. I don't make the rules. That's just the truth, guys. You've been here long enough. Again, letter of authenticity from April 15, 2021. So they have had this bad boy
for a while.
Yeah. This is actually described as an NFL lunar eclipse speed authentic. Now, Shin may remind me, to my knowledge and to yours, there is only one item in this quarterback room that you can describe as a lunar speed authentic. I've been saying that he's doing the right things. He struck out in his first 2 at-bats in the series that he's gotten into. And John, the sweet taste of victory has never tasted so sweet for a first-time winner. Thomas Patchwork Edward Brady, the TB12 we've been looking for. John Campbell, his first win in the break room. He's going to get the greatest player that God ever created to play football. Unbelievable stuff. The red out Patriot. The gorgeous crimson red visor. Can you believe that? Talk about putting it on the board, Shinmei. Unbelievable first win, John. Way to go, brother. Wow. Talk about MVP quarterbacks. I mean, has there ever been a better double-up call than what Dan just did? Stafford's speed flex.
Dan should get a nice little shout out on the box calls there. But yeah, John, a phenomenal first time win for you. Obviously, Tom Brady, a piece that you want in any collection. So hopefully, I know he was hoping for the Marino, and he's a Jags fan, but Brady's not a bad consolation prize.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Marino or Brady. Probably the only other AFC East guy that he would have been okay with. John, just wait. You'll have 30 helmets a month from now.
We'll see.
30 is the low mark. Why get 30 when you can get 300?
We'll see.
This is the addiction that you want to get hooked on, Johnny boy. Yeah, I got you in a second. Again, congratulations to Timothy and John, a veteran and a newbie, getting yourself here in the break room. So, John, if you're currently being resuscitated after seeing this win, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Feel free to put what your heart rate currently is in the chat, my man. That is awesome, dude. Now, I will say, I have only ever seen one other person in the break room get a Brady on their first win.
Yeah.
That was Jack Gillette. Jack Gillette is the only other person I've ever seen. He said, "Thank you so much, guys. Way to go, dude."
You're the one who should pat yourself on the back. You're the one who got in the breaks. You're the one who got multiple spots. You're the one that made it happen.
No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. I would pat myself on my back until my vertebrae cracked in half. I'd be so proud of myself. So, we got some quarterbacks here.
We do have some quarterbacks here. If you're patting yourself on the back, right? At what point when you're saying like you would do that until your vertebrae cracks, at what point does your tricep just give out when you keep doing this?
So what goes first? The
what goes first, the vertebrae or the tricep / elbow? Because you get tennis elbow too if you keep doing that.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that's a good point. It's kind of what goes first, the tricep or the vertebrae. Now, if you're talking about it, just literally doing it padding speed, it's going to be the tricep.
Yeah, it's going to be the elbow.
Unless you got the world's weakest back.
It's going to be the elbow. It's going to be the elbow.
That is such a dope helmet. My son plays football at Brady's high school that he went to. Okay, so a nice. Where did he play high school? At Michigan, I'm assuming. He's
Brady. Brady is a California kid.
California kid.
Yeah,
you're right,
Brady's a California kid. He played just outside of the Bay Area.
You're right.
Because he always wanted to be a 49ers fan, or he was a 49ers fan. He always wanted to play for the 49ers.
North Cal, that's correct.
There's
that's
the whole,
right, right.
Sarah High School, yeah.
Sarah.
There's that whole, I forget the name of the NFL film story. But it is the Brady NFL film story. Mm-hmm. And basically like Steve Mariucci's there too. And he was the coach of the 49ers at the time. Mm-hmm. And he basically says like, we had Tom and like if we had taken him, I probably would still be coaching right now.
Right, yeah. That's I'm sure that's how Mike McCarthy fell when Rodgers eventually fell to him. Now McCarthy came in late; he wasn't a part of that 05 draft.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how he felt when he got his head coaching job.
They won a Super Bowl
with Green Bay.
They still won a Super Bowl.
Fell into luck with him as well.
Yeah.
So, John, huge congratulations. I will say, if you don't mind, if we can make a cut here. Again, I'll let you choose.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
leaning towards Theismann just because it's the same color scheme as Bradshaw.
Sure.
So Matt's going to get elevated up to the top table. And, of course, because we got to keep this gorgeous Brady. Again, we've seen a lot of Bradys in our day. No bullshit. This color scheme is really, really up there. Which, by the way, John, we'll be salivating over this for the rest of the show. Again, this also has an Under Armour visor as well, my man. The decals and everything. Now, of course, like we said, this is a Speed Authentic. Now, it might look like a Speed Flex, but obviously, for those that know out there, it has that little cage insignia that's around the top of it. That's how you can tell. It's made to emulate the Speed Flexes that the players wear every Sunday. Pop quiz, who is the other quarterback in Michigan that split time with Brady?
I know who this is.
Fire away, my man. I do not. I do not, actually. I've heard the answer before, but I do not remember.
So
Matt dropped it in the chat, so let's see if you can get it before you go back.
before I go back?
Yeah.
Drew Henson.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Ball knower extraordinaire. That's a cool pull right there.
Drew Henson, two-sport athlete. We've had Drew Henson actually in the break room before on I want to say it was a football, but it may have been a Cowboys helmet because he started a few games for the Cowboys. Drew Henson was a two-sport athlete, was right outside of like Ann Arbor. He was a baseball kid as well. Wanted to go be a professional baseball player, but Brady and him like split time at the beginning of the year, and then ultimately Brady pulled away and became the clear-cut starter. But yeah, Drew Henson, one of the most high-profile recruits in Michigan history.
Do you think how much of a flex do you think Drew tells his kids? He's like, hey, once upon a time I
played with Tom Brady.
I was not only did I play with Tom Brady, I was better than Tom Brady.
I was at one point ahead of Tom Brady.
Better than Tom Brady.
I'm sure he says.
I'm sure that's what Wally,
I'm sure he tells that story.
I'm sure that's what Wally Pipp used to say before Lou Gehrig came along. He was actually the number one. Am I in the Weekend Warrior? Chinmay will hunt that down for you. Speaking of the Weekend Warrior, Daddy Dan.
We're 3 to go in that Weekend Warrior quad.
Yeah, right. So we were just at 4, so that's good. Somebody just got in.
Dan, I don't see you in this one.
Maybe it was the prior one before that. So
yeah, I don't see you in this one, Dan.
Let's talk about this Weekend Warrior football mixer again. Ratios phenomenal. 8 and 14. Golden tickets still exist here. Price point less than 100 smackaroos. And of course, for the newbies out there,
it's all stash or cash.
It's all stash or cash. Our usual Tuesday ace. It's a part of our Tuesday rotation here in the break room. And now it has made its way to the weekend warrior. I'm guessing this one dropped for you and Alex last Saturday morning.
No.
Oh.
We were still on the Godfather one.
Oh, the Godfather. It's what eventually, I was going to say we're going to have to start putting greats in front of those that dad series at some point. Another question: if Brady went number 1 in the draft to the worst team, would he still be Tom Brady? It's not like the Patriots were exactly world beaters when he got drafted to them.
Let's see.
They had obviously great infrastructure, but I don't know. So who would that have been?
So I'm just gonna see.
Maybe Jacksonville? Probably not Jacksonville. I was happy to see they finally put up a different one for this weekend. Jill, believe me, you are not the only one. We have been clamoring for it for quite a while.
So Brady went in the 2000 draft. 2000 NFL draft, first pick was the Cleveland Browns.
I'm shocked.
Courtney Brown for the Cleveland Browns. And in classic Cleveland Browns fashion, the next 8 players that were picked all ended up being either Pro Bowlers or Hall of Famers. One of those Hall of Famers was Brian Urlacher.
Sounds about right.
The 2 non-Pro Bowler Hall of Famers, one was Peter Warwick, pretty solid wide receiver. Another one, Plaxico Burress.
Had him on an FSU a few weeks ago.
Another very solid wide receiver. So in classic Cleveland Browns fashion, they picked the one player who ended up not really doing anything through that group. No. Very simply, no. He would not be. Yeah. He would not be Tom Brady as we know him to be. I still think he would be a successful quarterback.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the 10 Super Bowl appearances, the 7 rings.
He wouldn't be that level.
No, of course.
But
not,
I still think he'd be. I think he'd still be a successful quarterback.
But again, I mean, the Pats at the time were a good, competent franchise, which obviously always helps. But again, if you want to look at a more layman's terms, I'm not putting him in the same classification as a guy like Sam Darnold. But look at the infrastructure that Darnold got drafted into with the Jets. How much of a dumpster fire that was. And eventually, as his career went along, he always said that going to San Fran actually saved his career, being able to be a backup behind, Brock Purdy at the time, learning the Shanahan system. Then, of course, got it with even more competent coaches, O'Connell, Kubiak, and Mike McDonald, and did what he did. Shows how much coaching really does matter in the NFL.
Got a lot of great comments in the chat. Want to talk to Husker Guy 04, Rick
Good to
Pickett,
see Rick back, baby.
Back from vacation. Where was the vacation? Let us know. A lot of helmets this morning. Very cool. Matt, if that's a trivia question, I know the answer because I now remember the name of that movie. It was called The Brady Six. Mm-hmm. Brady Six was the film. Tim Couch was Tim Couch was a Browns quarterback.
The long line of failed Browns quarterbacks.
But I believe the first quarterback off the board. But... I believe the first quarterback off the board in that draft was Chad Pennington.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Chad outside of Chad Pennington was pretty good.
Chad Pennington was a great rival to Brady.
Yeah.
For many years in that AFC East with the Jets and then the Dolphins.
The only legit rival for quite a while.
For quite a while in the division.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, in the division.
And like Pennington without the injuries was going to be a phenomenal quarterback.
Yeah. And again, so Tennessee, Smoky Mountains went horseback riding and just enjoyed the views.
Very cool.
That is
Smoky
beautiful.
Mountains is a great national
You blew my
park.
cover. I was going to say I brought Rick with me to Cancun. So, Marshall
with Randy Moss.
With Randy Moss out of Marshall.
Yeah. Pennington and Moss.
Pennington and Moss. Yeah, John said thanks, Husker. Great show. Awesome comments as well, talking about John's great victory. Little giveaway here, but I think we got a leading culprit for hit of the show here. But who is going to rival Tom Brady for the number 2 spot coming up? Guys, we still got a little bit of ways to go. 10:55. We'll kind of see where things trickle down to. If we are close, by the way, we're down to 2 spots.
We're 2 to go in that Weekend Warrior quad.
So
we are 3 to go in that Boomer Bucks squad.
Really? Okay, so finishing with 8 boxes. Again, that's not walking through the ticker tape. That is literally going balls to the wall. That's like Kool-Aid Man running through the wall.
You gotta run through the tape.
You always have to. Yeah.
There's so many videos. It's like guys fumbling the ball right before they cross the goal line.
That shit drives me nuts.
It's
celebrating before
shocking to me. It's shocking to me how many times it continues to happen.
Dude, last season it happened like, what, 4 or 5 times last
Jonathan
year?
Taylor.
Yeah, out of all guys.
Your Cardinals, Emari DeMarcado.
Well, it makes sense why he's out of the... We got 4 running backs in our depth chart, and he's not even a part of it.
That's like coaching 101. If you do that, that's an immediate benching. It's immediate benching. You're immediately in film session. Like what? And I forget who the analyst was who made this point. I think it might have been on Pro Football Talk, but I forget who the analyst was. Like, where are they learning this? No, no one ever teaches you that.
No. Well,
no one ever teaches you that. So where did this come from?
The ego in the mind is a powerful thing.
But I don't even think it's at what point do you think? Because I would understand if guys are like Deshaun Jackson did this, right? But I would understand if Deshaun Jackson like throws the football into the stands or something, or like spins the ball like on the turf.
But right? Doing it prior to even crossing.
No, but to just drop the ball.
Yeah.
Like to just drop the ball. I've never understood like where that comes from.
Yeah, I can
understand if you're having like antics with the football. Mm-hmm. I get that because you're celebrating
for sure.
But to just drop the ball, like where did that come from?
Look,
because on no other spot in the field would you think to do that.
Look, I can understand. I mean, if it was like a once in a decade, once in a blue moon type of situation, to me it's the consistency of how much has happened in recent years.
Yeah,
that's the thing that blows my mind away. It's like, because I promise you, whenever they see somebody else in the league do it, you're laughing, you're talking shit, you're probably sending into players' chats, and then it happens to you or somebody on your team, and it's just kind of like, how do you not learn from the history of that?
Decades of Shaqtin' a Fool has not taught anybody anything.
I was going to say, I mean, look at a guy like JaVale McGee, sadly, being most known for once upon a time for just being on Shaqtin' a Fool. Got to echo Dan's sentiment. Get this Weekend Warrior closed up. So, stash your cash, guys. Look at what we are valuing those golden tickets at, and that's got to be what y'all are chomping at the bit to get in and go after. 3 golden tickets remaining. It's going to be a mini helmet. What's the mini helmet, obviously? We do not know. That's the fun part. $1,200 that you can get back in store credit if you win the mini helmet that is attached to the 3 golden tickets. George Pickens Speed Flex, $800 price point. That is going to go for one of the best wide receivers in the sport. Yeah. I don't think many of us would be saying that coming into 2026. CeeDee Lamb went down. It didn't keep the Cowboys offense down at all. George Pickens did miss the beat. 1,500 receiving yards. Good enough for a contract extension. Oh, no, wait, it wasn't.
I think the best helmet, though, in this series is the Mike Evans 49ers authentic.
I could not agree more. That is
on the new team, Mr. Consistent.
And this is a retro as well, by the way. Yeah. I know it's not in the description, but anytime you see that cream-colored base, that is going to be a retro authentic. It's going to have that beautiful 70s psychedelic lettering on the side of it, which, by the way, same thing as that Drew Brees that we also have in that quarterback room as well as a basic comparison. The winningest quarterback in league history through his first 2 years as a starter. Yeah, I know. We say it all the time here in the break room, but it's true. It's the truth and nothing but the truth. He has won 80% of his starts, a 5-year journeyman quarterback in college. A lot of question marks about him. Truthfully, the instant reactions, and we always do this in sports in this day and age. Again, Sean Payton was looked at as a village idiot, coming right out of the Russell Wilson era to now trading up to get a guy like Bo Nix.
He may still be.
But like, I mean, a lot of winning has happened with Bo Nix.
A lot of winning has happened. We can debate whether Bo Nix has actually been driving that winning or not. But the Broncos made a big trade in this offseason for Jalen Waddle with the hope that Bo Nix shows why he is that elite quarterback.
Yeah, I was going to say
that quarterback that Sean Payton has graded as this top end guy. They have Cortland Sutton. They have Jalen Waddle now. They got Evan Ingram at tight end. They have a pretty good running back combination.
And the structure is great.
Their defense is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Bo Nix doesn't have to do all that much. So now they want to see it from Bo Nix.
I think if you look at FanDuel odds for Denver to just come out of the AFC, I think they're buried at like 6th or 7th. The disrespect for the winningest regular season team in football last year, everything that showed to me, look, you can't read too much into everything for one playoff performance. But like Bo Nix outplaying Josh Allen last year in the playoffs.
Sure.
And you could split hairs on that, but especially that play to Marvin Mims in the fourth quarter down the stretch. That to me showed like, hey, this guy can do it in the biggest of moments in his first career playoff start.
Yeah.
You know,
he has the ability
at home.
He has the ability to do those things.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't hurt, Broncos are probably playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
He definitely would have done more than Jarrett Stidham. That's for
that
sure.
being said, there are still enough games to where you wonder if he can be that franchise quarterback.
For sure. And you would hope that he's a guy going into his third full season coming up here. Third or fourth? Third, right?
Third full season.
Third full season. You would think with this third full season coming up that he would only get better. Do we have any more?
We are one to go
on that quad?
in that Weekend Warrior quad. We
Let's
are
go.
one to go in that Weekend Warrior quad.
Beautiful.
So we should definitely wrap that up at least before hopping off here.
I do want to say, because this is structured, Chinmay, exactly as a Stash or Cash. 9 times out of 10, our Weekend Warriors are multi-sports. They're mixers. This is not a multi-sport or a mixer. So, for example, George Pickens and Emmitt Smith, that obviously would be a double up. That's going to be the NFC East like any other traditional series. Interesting set of secondary headliners. Ricky Williams, Antonio Gates, and Mike Ditka, the coach.
Gates and Bo Nix would be a double
AFC
up.
West would be obvious. Now, Ricky Williams, depending on who he's on, he can actually go with the Terry Bradshaw Funko.
Good. Yeah.
On rare occasions, we do get him on Baltimore Ravens.
Very possible.
So very, very possible indeed. So that's what that's going to look like right there. But again, $356 for a Stash or Cash quad. Again, very, very good value. Again, you look at it one quad spot, Chinmay, for $356. Literally between the Knicks, Evans, Pickens, and the 3 golden tickets with that mini helmet, that is 4 separate names that you can not only get that great item on, but I mean, you can literally get twice the money back in store credit for Knicks and Evans if you choose to do so. Nearly 3 times the amount for George Pickens. Did y'all do the wheel spin?
Have not done the wheel spin yet.
I did not. So let's check
We
back
have
in on
not
that
done the wheel
quarterback.
spin.
So that quarterback room is 8s and 7s. So Jill, thank you for giving me the heads up. We've been a lot of chatting Kathy's this morning, but we've had a lot of great things to talk about. So Jill, thank you for that. Chinmay warned me about the lengthiness of this list.
It's a long list.
Oh shit, you ain't kidding. Man, what this is, you know what this list is gonna look like, and I'll show you guys in a second, because you know what, I did say we'd stop it at 11, and we're not making any traction right now in that quarterback room. So now is the perfect time. You know what this looks like? My wedding invitation list of people from UA that I'm gonna have here between staff, customers, everything. Which, by the way, Rick, to give you a little life update, I did get engaged this last weekend, so I've gotten some very, very nice things from everybody here. Which, by the way, for those that are unaware, somebody gets engaged, somebody ties the knot. Robbie Lopez is getting married today.
Congratulations, Robbie.
Yeah, and he's actually getting Ronald McDonald to ordain his wedding. No, he's not.
Wow.
But,
Okay.
No, but Robbie, very awesome guy. We're very happy for Robbie. The only question is, you know what one of my favorite parts of any documentary was? For The Last Dance, when they were talking about how Rodman needed a break, he needed to go away to Vegas. And Jordan's like, you let Dennis go to Vegas, we're definitely not seeing him in 48 hours. He's like, we don't know if we're going to see that dude again. That's how I feel about Robbie. Robbie's planning on being back Monday night with Common for the primetime show. I highly doubt that's going to happen, but we're going to have to wait and see. So, 9 times around, we're looking for the lucky number 10. John. Oh, John, talk about a legendary show, buddy. If you do stay pat at number 10. Let's see what we're going to have here. 10th time around, who's getting some UA cash? Of course, cooler than ice, it's Matt Cooley. So with that being said, I'm going to give Matt some ample time here because I do want to see what we're close on. I know we talked about the Weekend Warrior quad. You also said that Boomer Bucks is at 3 to go in that quad as well. So guys, let's not make things awkward here. We have 1 spot dangling for that Weekend Warrior quad. While we do that, because I do want to give that a little extra time, Chinmay, I'm going to give that to 11:10. I'm going to give that 6 minutes. That's more than enough time.
Yeah.
And Matt, by the way, I'm sure you are still out there, my man. Again, give me a number between 1 through 100 to start on. But while we do that, we'll give Matt some time. Like I said, we have 7 elite helmets to talk about on the table. You and I can go tick for tack here. We'll go 7 up to 1. Matt's going to go with number 11. So what do you want to start off with number 7?
It is a rep, but it is Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
So my 7 is going to be JJ McCarthy.
Okay. Yeah. So
even though it's a speed flex, I'm going to say JJ McCarthy 7.
JJ McCarthy, buried on the bottom of the depth chart. He's sadly going to have to get used to that. I'm going to go with aesthetics there, which is purely what I'm basing this off of. So because of that, I got to go with Dak Prescott at number 7.
All right, number 6, I'm going with Prescott.
Okay. I'm going to go with Terry Bradshaw on the Rave Authentic. I'm going to go with that at number 6.
My number 5 is going to be Drew Bledsoe. On the speed flex.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to have to go with then. This is where I'm going to I'll go with Bledsoe as well at number 5.
My 4 is going to be Terry Bradshaw.
Okay.
On the rave.
I think our top 3 should be unanimous here. I'll put McCarthy at 4.
3 for me is going to be Dan the Man, Dan Marino.
Okay, same thing. I'm going to put Dan at 3. Again, this makes sense. Stafford and Brady in the top 2. What do you got?
Number 2 is going to be Matthew Stafford.
I will put Stafford there at 2 as well. And of course, undisputed, unanimously, John Campbell's first ever win. What a special moment for JC. He's going to take home this lunar speed.
Very tricked out. Very tricked out, Brady.
Absolutely. So, spin from 1 to 100 here. Again, I'm going to be true to my word. I'm going to give you guys until about 11:10 or so to close out that wonderful Weekend Warrior quad. It'd be the first one we would do all show. And again, we're talking about sprinting through that ticker tape.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we do it right here, right now. So, Matt, good luck to you, buddy. Hopefully we get yourself a nice number here. Well, you could have done a lot better, but you definitely could have done a lot worse. 40 more UA dollars.
Not bad.
Than you had.
Very solid. Very solid.
Again, for over the course of the show, guys, I know we were going to try to sneak this in. Cooley snagged that Weekend Warrior final spot. Let's see if Dan's persuasive nature can end up helping out. So, again, real quick, I don't know if you want to do any quick top to bottom rundown, but I do actually have to step aside for 1 second here, so I'll probably be back within the next 3 minutes.
No, yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait and see if anything happens. Matt's saying he closed something out, so we'll see. We'll see what happens here in terms of what he closed out. But Matt, I do see you. And no, it's not. But it's not going to be that Weekend Warrior. Unfortunately, this will not count in the wheel spin. Unfortunately, this will not count in the wheel spin. Unfortunately, but it is going to be a QB quad. It's going to be quad number 2. So QB quad number 2 is going to be what closes out here, and we'll wait for Rob to get back before we officially sort of get through that break. But QB room quad is going to be happening here. Quad box number 2. It's going to be all Matt. It's going to be all Matt in that quad. So don't even need to do a randomization here for that. It'll be all Matt in all the spots. Shout out to Matt. Thank you for closing that out. There is one spot left in that Weekend Warrior quad box, Matt, as Dan is saying. But we'll see what's left here in this QB room. We've pulled basically all the big hits, but we still got Justin Herbert on the rep. We still got John Elway on the speed flex. We still got Brock Purdy on the authentic and Drew Brees on the rep. Again, those rep helmets for Herbert and Brees, those come with $50 in store credit. We still got Bo Nix as a listed headliner. It's the first time in my time here at UA that I've seen Bo Nix in the listed headliner section, not a photoed headliner. And we still have Michael Vick as a listed headliner. We don't know whether he's going to be a Falcons hit or whether he's going to be a Eagles hit. And of course, we still have the golden tickets. We still got the golden tickets in the AFC South. We still got the golden tickets in the NFC South. And we still got those golden tickets in the NFC North. So we'll wait until Rob gets back here to do this break. But Matt, if you got some box numbers, I can at least take care of those. So quad box number 2. 4 numbers there. So Matt, if you have 4 numbers for me, I can take care of those, and then we can wait until Rob gets back to actually do the break. But I can at least take care of the numbers here for you if you got those. Or you could go to the wheel, you could randomize, but it's up to you, entirely up to you. Again, still got plenty of stuff in this series, which is why, of course, Matt is jumping back in. Couple speed flexes, maybe some filler speed flexes in there. We've pulled the Drew Bledsoe and JJ McCarthy speed flexes, but there could be some other speed flexes in there. Jill is gonna ask for an assist. So just to keep things on above board here, in terms of the admin stuff. Jill can call out some numbers. Matt, I'm gonna need you to copy and paste those numbers if and when she does call them, just so that you can technically be calling the numbers. If that is what ends up going down here. We've had an awesome morning show. Excited to have this break, and we should maybe have one more break. We'll see what happens with that Weekend Warrior quad, but it's been a good show. We will have to jump off here at some point. So 6, 10, 23, and 28. So Matt, if you could just copy and paste those, because you are the only one in the break. So if you could just copy and paste those, then we can knock out those numbers for you.
Real sorry about that, home slice. Did we end up closing anything?
Nope, we got it. Yeah, QB Room Quad is coming up. So
QB Room Quad.
Yeah,
wow.
But it's all Matt Cooley. It's all Matt Cooley. So he already won the wheel spin, so it's good. So 6, 10, 23, and 28, all valid calls.
Okay, sounds good. Maddie, cool as ice as always. Again, thank you for stepping up and stepping in there for
QB Room
a second.
Quad box.
Now, if you want to close out the Weekend Warrior quad or Boomer Bucks quad as well.
I'm not. Oh, I already have it on there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she's the lucky charm. So yeah,
God.
as long as he's okay with that. So.
Yeah, no. He's he copied and pasted those numbers, which is what I told him to do.
Okay, awesome. Sounds
I'm
good.
I'm getting those.
Yeah, something tells me if you're buying out an entire quarterback room quad, I don't think Matt would mind. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Getting himself a spot to close out that Weekend Warrior quad, as well as the Boomer Bucks. Hey, I'm just saying, honestly, guys. You know, I know Chinmay and I are humans. We wouldn't mind getting a breather, but again, if we could do 12 consecutive boxes here, I'm dead serious. If Chinmay is okay with it, if we go 4 quarterback room, 4 Boomer Bucks, 4 Weekend Warrior, I mean, by that point, we might honestly may as well stay on if we do 12 consecutive boxes. So again, but that's up to you guys. You keep putting us to work. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, because we are both going to be on the noon show, we can keep powering through.
Thank you.
It is possible.
Thank you. So Matt, what do you obviously got a hankering for somebody in this quarterback room? Thank you, my man. Appreciate it, dude. So, who are you going to be looking for, Matty Ice? Let's get you into this. Names, all the same. Order number, also all the same. So There you go. And no question about it. We already did our hits of the show. So, let's see.
May have to change that.
See if we got to make some cuts.
All the cuts are on this side of the table, so.
Okay.
He's going for tickets.
Tickets. Everything but the top 3 is going to stay. Which, by the way, 9 of them, not too bad.
Still available.
Not too shabby. Keep in mind, it is $100 going back for every non-photoed headliner. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, that's the...
No, Boomer it's $50 for a rep. $50 for a rep. Yep.
Correct. Sorry about that. Yep. $50 for a rep. Let's see where we're going to get ourselves started for Matty Ice here. Well, I can see the team, but am I going to see the name? Yes, I will. Buried deep in the bag. Come on, buddy. Let's see what we got here. A very popular hidden gem with a 1981 MVP inscription. Led this franchise to a Super Bowl as well. It's Ken Anderson on an authentic.
Nice.
Ken Anderson on a beautiful, beautiful authentic. I got in Boom Quad. Thank you, Dan, as always. Way to go, Matty Ice. Very, very cool. Ken Anderson on the 1981 MVP inscription. Very cool on the side of the lid. For what we got there. Honestly, I'm just gonna write up all 4 of these tickets now. Save some of the time. If you're just tuning in for the first time this morning, let's just say it's been a borderline historic one. You guys are always great.
The Weekend Warrior has closed.
There you go.
All right, Weekend Warrior has closed.
That felt inevitable at this point. But again, this has been a historic morning. Again, Chinmay and I have been doing this for almost a year now, right?
14 boxes, yeah, so then we'll be down to 10. We could do one more quad, potentially.
Sounds good. Yeah, Chinmay and I have been doing this for almost a year now together, and this is definitely, I think I would say, this is probably a top 3, top 5 morning show we've done together.
Yeah, it's been busy in the mornings. few times. This is one of them. And it's definitely going to be definitely in terms of items on the table, it's definitely up there.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about it.
We've had some morning shows where there have been a few helmets, but we haven't had too many items on the table. This is definitely one where we've had a lot of items on the table.
Correct. Mundo, my man. So, again, 3 more boxes to go. The undisputed quad king this morning, Matt Cooley. Keep it rocking and rolling. Cincy helmets are clean. No doubt about that. One of my favorites in terms of designs here in the room. So this should be box 10, and it is. Thank you to everybody that closed out Weekend Warrior quad. So we're going to, at bare minimum here, have 7 boxes to go along the way.
Yep.
All right, Matt, baby. I'll tell you right now, this is it's not going to be Ken Anderson. This feels a lot heavier than Ken Anderson. Woo! Okay. Who is this? Oh, shit. This is... Dude, I think you're going to like this a lot. This is the first time, if my memory serves me right, I've ever seen this guy in the break room. Really? This is badass. Okay. We got ourselves a hidden gem speed flex. He's much more known for being a media personality now for Amazon Sports, but he's created some of the most memorable and iconic memories for this franchise prior to Josh Allen. Can you believe this? A little Fitz magic. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I've seen Fitz before.
Unbelievable, dude. I've
seen Fitz before.
You are a lucky duck. I believe this is the first time I'm seeing him. This is amazing, man. Oh, my God.
Woo.
We were kind of talking about, some of the cult popular quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick, man, definitely fits that billing.
Another hidden speed flex.
Yeah, another one. McCarthy. I'm dead serious. I started writing F-I-T-Z for Fitz, and then I was about to spell magic afterwards. Yeah. My brain.
Wouldn't be faulted for doing that.
Again, I could put Ryan away, or I can swap out either Bradshaw or Dak.
We can put Dak away.
Sounds good. But I will put Fitz on your side.
Okay.
So again, I want every helmet to have a visor here. No offense to Terry. But that is a beautiful helmet. Yeah, you want to talk about a underrated standard color scheme? I mean, the Bills red, white, and blue. That is one of the most iconic. Well, that's going to be a tough act to follow up there, Maddie. Let's see what we can get here for you. So we talked about helmets that are replicas end up getting themselves $50, correct? In store credit. I think this helmet, Matt, is going to be worth a little bit more than $50 in store credit. I mean, you got to show some respect for the NFL's second all-time passing yards leader and touchdown tosser. It's Mr. Bayou himself, Drew Brees, baby. St. Drew, the biggest saint of them all. And Matt Cooley, Saint Matt, does the damn thing. Awesome photo headliner hit. Man, this is a really cool quad for Matt Cooley right now. So Matt, you'll get that $50 back.
$50. I'm gonna wait to assign it just because we'll see what's in this last box, and then I'll give you the store credit. But store credit is coming. Just might be a little bit delayed.
Woo. This is a really cool one. Now, I'll let you. I gotta respect your Breeze, man. I'll let you pick for this one. Probably Bradshaw and McCarthy. I would assume is what your choice is going to be.
We'll take
Bradshaw off. Okay, sounds good. We'll slot in.
I'll leave national champion JJ McCarthy, who's also a Chicago area product.
Somebody's got to put some respect on JJ.
I'll leave him out.
We respect JJ McCarthy here, the only place in the world that does. Sweet Mac, great quad going. I need a storage unit now, guys. We might have to do a storage unit series. If you win a certain amount of helmets, we get you a guy for 3 storage unit spot for all your helmets. Oh yeah, dude, we have a different type of locker setup, the traditional one. Boomer Bucks quad is 2 to go. Help out chill there, guys, because we do no matter what have that Weekend Warrior quad coming up shortly after. Well, one of my favorite calls that Bob Costas ever had, and it was for the 98 finals. when he said if you're going to go out with if the Bulls are going to go out with a bang here, they're going to go out with a big bang. Talking about winning Game 5 on their own dance floor. Obviously, they did not do that. They went on to Utah and won in Game 6. This is going to be a pretty big way to end a quad for Matt Cooley. This guy, like Matt, was also as cold as ice. John Elway. John Elway, the 2-time Super Bowl champion. Don't talk to Chinmay about one of those Super Bowls. He gets very angry. John Elway, this is gorgeous, man. Very, very nice. Also one of the best executives currently in the sport as well.
Yep.
Man, talk about some... We could do what we got to do with anything else on this table, but again, you are going to be you're the chief operating officer right now of what goes on the table. So, is Elway going to be a stay or a go?
Elway's going to stay.
Okay.
And I think the time has come for JJ McCarthy to say goodbye.
So that respect lasted all of about 20 seconds there, but JJ McCarthy or John Elway, that's a tough call. I will say by the end of all this, and again, we got that quad coming up for the Weekend Warrior guys. This will go down as one of the best helmet shows that we've had in terms of being on.
Yeah.
No,
Helmet shows for sure.
no doubt about it. If I started a team, it's Elway at the helm. So I think that's translation for thank you for this quad. Thank you for this helmet, Matt. Big round of applause, dude. Quad, no doubt for Dan. Very nice. Congrats, big guy from Rick. Very, very cool. I just love how the chat's been popping out this morning. You guys have been making this so much fun. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves to start off your weekend morning. So the Weekend Warrior quad is coming up. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I haven't... Weekend Warrior and quad in the same sentence, I haven't heard that in so damn long.
Been a minute. Been a minute for sure.
Weekend Warrior quad number 2. For what we got here. Very, very nice. Now, again, let's see. We've been talking about, Jill has been talking about it. Dan has as well a little bit. That Boomer Bucks quad is at 2 to go. Guys, again, I'm going to make an exception for you folks. I want this to happen. Y'all have obviously enjoyed doing breaks. Please close out that Boomer Bucks quad. Chinmay and I will stay on to do that Boomer Bucks quad if you close out those final 2 spots. There's got to be tickets in the Happy Meals I sent the guys. McDonald's with Happy Meal tickets, or golden tickets, excuse me. That would be a great... But they can't steal that from us, though, man. That's our OG concept. Even Gene Wilder, Johnny Depp, and Timothy Chalamet didn't come up with that idea either. So, we're going to get that pulled up for you guys in just a second. No ticker for the Weekend Warrior. Interesting.
Because the date wasn't correct.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna...
Oh, wait, there it is. Oh, no, that's just a winner for the Weekend Warrior. Sorry.
I'm going to have to... Do I have to refresh the whole page or what?
Yeah, honestly, this is a situation for me where I thought every ticker was updated. Okay, so let me check the OG ticker here and see if we got this available somewhere.
I'll go there and so the break is available, right?
Okay. So
I'll go list off. I'll go list off the numbers.
Yeah, let me see how many we got here. Okay, so we got a decent amount left. Okay, so Chinmay's gonna go double check that, guys. So we have 14 boxes. Let's see how many I have in the sticker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this isn't correct, even on the old ticker that we were using. So yeah, we're gonna double check that real quick. Chinmay will either shout those numbers back or we'll have those written down, and then we can give you numbers to choose from. We can end up switching that up, guys, because, again, a little full transparency here. The ticker that you guys have been seeing at the bottom of the screen, it has actually been created now from some of the higher-ups and some of the producer stuff that can be edited over there. But this is the first time since we've had this new overlay that we would have to put in a ticker ourselves.
I have to do it over here,
Yeah, under the boxes, I assume. Again, I haven't sadly done one yet, so...
Boxes. There is a Weekend Warrior stasher cache.
Oh, that is in the boxes?
I see it here.
Okay, yeah, so that's interesting. That's
but
not on the
all
ticker.
the boxes are unchecked. Let me try this. I know 1 and 2 are there, so 3 is out.
Okay, cool. Do you want like a post-it to write this stuff down on?
There's only 14.
Okay, gotcha. Dan, by the way, Chinmay, if 8 and 26 are there, that'll be good. So again, Chinmay's just going to go pop out for a quick second here, take care of things. I mean, shit, y'all. 26s? Okay, so Dan, 8 is not available, but 26 is. So that will get, we will get down and dirty with that momentarily. Let's see here. Do we have 5? Okay, cool. Do we have 19? Cool. So we'll do, so far we have 1, 5, and 26. So guys, again, if you want to, we only have 14 boxes, obviously. If y'all want to just keep shooting the shit, 1, 5, and 26, we did actually have, guys. So we're making this fun. We only need 1 number left. No 4, right? What?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's messed up. Huh. Okay, so clearly can't do that then.
I'm gonna not do box 1 because it was already open.
That's messed up. Okay. Cam's going with 20. Sorry guys that we're just we're trying to get this together. Apparently box 1 was already done last weekend apparently. So again, we're on standby here. I mean, hell, y'all have already been great with this for almost 2.5 hours now. So
5 and 26 are good.
Awesome.
20,
Thank
20
you.
Is not available.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. So 5 and 26, you heard the man. Again, we're going to get 2 more numbers for you guys for this Weekend Warrior quad.
Is it showing up anywhere? Like if I take 5 and 26 off, is it showing up anywhere?
I've been looking at the boxes remaining. It has not popped up yet.
8.
It has not popped up. The odd thing too is that even from the old ticker, both Weekend Warriors that I have in there don't correspond with the boxes you had.
Okay,
so it's very odd.
I'm just gonna post it then.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna get the actual inventory, and then we'll
1 is not gonna be available.
Correct.
We'll have to figure out what to do with that.
Jill is gonna go with 11 if that does happen to be available.
I don't think 11 is available.
Okay, 11 sounds like it's not available. Regardless, guys, I'll stop having y'all be blind and throwing darts at the board here. Chinmay will get all the available boxes left in just a second. But again, might give us a little bit of time to breathe. Again, this also really helps with you folks as well. For that Boom or Bucks quad, 316 to go for that. 2 spots left that are available for the Boomer Bucks at 316 for the price point. A lot of great stuff, especially in that AFC West. Terrell Davis, Bo Jackson, Tony Gonzalez, all still good to go in that series. Randy Moss and Adrian Peterson, NFC North double up right there. So we got a lot of great possibilities. NFC East 3 golden tickets and the Emmitt Smith football. Very unique double up right there. So again, possibilities are endless. Super cheap for a quad, guys. And again, I know that y'all want to stay on. You guys want to keep breaking. You guys can make history here as well for us. I have only done 1 show in almost my 11 months here at UA where I have ever stayed on for consecutive shows. What do we got?
Was 19 called? We do have a 19.
Yeah, Jill did call 19.
Okay, so 19 is available.
Okay.
And I'll take 19 off.
Cool. So we have 5, 19, and 26.
These are the other numbers.
Okay, guys. So official here, we have 2, 14, 15, 17, 27 through 30, 22, and 23.
We just need 1 more number.
Correct. So we already have 5, 19, and 26 off the board. So we need 1 number that is left. And these are the people, obviously, that are eligible to call boxes. We are looking for 2, 14, 15, 17, 22, 23, and 27 through 30. I feel like I'm at a bingo hall doing this right now. The ticker expired after a month. LOL, this is the Father's Day one, and good luck. Oh, yeah. No, Rick, okay, look. She's going to go with 22. 22. So, honestly, I'll just keep this until we get that figured out for all intents and purposes. So, thank you. Mystery has been solved. You guys are going to get tossed around in the randomizer again. So, again, look, I'll be honest with you guys. By the end of this quad, and again, if we end up doing the Boomer Bucks, we'll probably get really, really close to the 12 o'clock hour. If we get anywhere close to that, we will just keep grinding through, guys, for another 2 hours with you folks. But again, we need to see that ferocity. Don't want to slow down the momentum. But again, this is all based on what you guys want to do. So, Weekend Warrior quad number 2 has been randomized. There you go. 1 to go now in the Boomer Bucks. That should be inevitable.
So, the this is 5. You go numerical that way.
Awesome, brother. Appreciate you. So, you see the names. Devin Shinley. What's going on? Freddie House 12 in the NFC North and the AFC East. Cooler than ice, Matt Cooler. What a morning for him in the NFC South. Good to see Cameron in the break for the first time this morning in the NFC East. Dan Jobin in the NFC West as well. Jacob Porchert, man, a whole lot of regulars. Harry Myriad. Awesome to see Harry back in the break room in the AFC South. Dan looking for his former wide receiver 1 in Evans. Cam looking for George Pickens' chin.
What other numbers are on that note?
2, 14, 15, 17, 23, and then 27 through 30.
Cool. All right. So it's updated here.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
I'm gonna refresh this sheet and see if that does anything. Probably won't, but worth a shot.
Rick said, cater and lunch for you guys. Such troopers. Hot Saturday. Matt, is that McDonald's offer still? I'm kidding. I was going to say breakfast is over, but lunch?
Breakfast is over.
Okay.
Rick, there's some cosmic brownies in the break room
Cosmic brownies.
that will not be there after I go back.
We talked about McDonald's breakfast, but quick hit without thinking. Favorite dinner or lunch item for McDonald's?
Ooh, I usually just go McChicken.
Nice.
I usually just go
classic.
McChicken.
It's
Spicy McChicken.
It's under $3 again.
Yeah, spicy McChicken.
I feel you. I'm a double cheeseburger.
Okay.
Guy.
Yeah.
This guy has a 2 in his jersey number, but nobody has surpassed him in Jacksonville Jaguars franchise history as a running back. We're taking a trip down south for Harry Myriad. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Awesome hit for Fred Taylor. One of the best looking jerseys.
Love that Jaguars jersey.
You and I are definitely
love that Jaguars jersey.
We are definitely in sync on aesthetics for the Jaguars, the Dolphins, the Chargers. Really, really the top of the tier jerseys and color schemes. I think this might be number 1.
Yeah. Jags. I think it's what did I say? Jags, Dolphins, and Chargers. They just know what they're doing with the color schemes. So Harry, if you're in the chat, let us know.
This is actually very interesting.
If you wanna keep that item.
Yeah. So.
Or if you want to cash that item.
I wonder. Okay, so I have to look at the description because I'll be honest. Every stash or cash we've ever done, I have never seen a jersey. Okay, so any other items will be $200. So Harry, if you are out there, again, this is stash or cash. This would be worth $200 if you do want to cash this.
Yeah.
If we do not hear anything, Harry, that means we are assuming that you are keeping the item.
Mm-hmm.
So reach out as quickly as you can if you're watching. Fred Taylor Joyzy. Legit, give me your delivery address. Dude.
John saying congrats, because John is a Jags guy, as he mentioned.
John, the Jags
Love that
guy.
jersey.
That's very, very cool. So what was
1922 and 26.
That's right. Okay, so 19 will be the next in order. Very, very nice. Very, very cool. All right, Matt, buddy, all I'm going to say to you, just type in Ultimate Autographs on Google. Look us up. You'll be able to find the address, my friend, and whatever you want to do from there, you're going to do.
Jag and Gator, yeah.
Yeah.
Jag and we've gotten
Gator, yeah.
We've gotten Fred Taylor on Gators memorabilia as well.
All right, who said in this world that beggars cannot be choosers? This guy begs for this item, and he is going to get exactly what he is looking for. Chinmay, I guess you could say that he Pickens did for himself. GP, 1,500 rushing yards, and now going home to the residence of Cameron Lee. Awesome stuff right there, Cam. That's what he was looking for.
Yeah.
And he got his star wide receiver.
Woo!
On, of course, the throwback Dallas Cowboys star as well. This is a beauty.
I love those Cowboys lids. They should wear that. Should be their usual. That should be their standard lid.
Couldn't agree more. This is what they usually wear. What on Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Thanksgiving with the blue. That's usually what they wear. But I would like them to wear the white helmets as the standard.
Absolutely beautiful.
Cam, let us know. Let us know if you want to keep it. I'm assuming he wants to keep it because he said Pickens, but if you want to cash it, let us know.
I'm honestly shell shocked that $800 as Chinmay just said. $800 back in store credit.
He's keeping.
He's gonna keep that. Okay.
Very cool. Very cool.
So
congratulations.
Stash. That's gonna be a stash right there.
Cam Lee, I believe, is a Chiefs fan.
Yes, he is.
And so Cam, just want to get your thoughts on the news yesterday. Patrick Mahomes fully cleared to practice.
Yeah.
Very, very, very cool to see.
It's very exciting.
I had a suspicion that Patrick Mahomes would be all right for the regular season opener because you got Chiefs Broncos week 1 on Monday Night Football.
What a way.
And
start us off.
They're not putting that game on Monday Night Football week 1 if Patrick Mahomes and Bo Nix are not both ready to go.
That's going to be so exciting. AFC West, even the projected last place team in the Raiders, they got the reigning Heisman Trophy.
They got some things going on. They got some things going on there.
This can be a fun, bad team. Not just a bad
a feisty,
team.
Feisty team.
Feisty team.
Feisty
I like that.
team.
A lot of grit. This guy was known for a lot of grit. A very physical wide receiver. Kind of known more for his time with the Tennessee Titans, but he did have a couple of very good years as well with the Baltimore Ravens. Hidden gem. D-Mace. Derek Mason for an AFC North hit. Jacob Parchard. Jacob, buddy, if you are out there, another longtime regular, this is considered the other items category, so that'll be $200 back in-store credit, Jacob, if you do not want the Derek Mason jersey.
Derek Mason is one of those, you're just pulling out random athlete names on a Friday night. Derek Mason is one of those names.
Show me your ball knowledge.
Yeah.
Name me a non-obvious, dude, I see those all the time on TikTok, and
Lee
show
Evans.
me your ball knowledge. Lee Evans.
Lee Evans.
Eric Molds.
Eric Molds.
Eric Molds.
Yeah.
Damn, how about that? Yeah, that's legit. LG Crumpler. Great news on Patrick.
Keenan McCardell.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't know if anybody has seen the Kyle Shanahan. We were talking about Shanahan earlier. The Shanahan report. He is going to miss significant time. He got into a very bad car accident. So I think it was broken ribs, concussion, a lot of stuff. So non-life-threatening injuries.
Okay, but
he will not be reporting to training camp.
Okay.
So some very unfortunate stuff. So prayers up for Shanahan.
We'll see Shanny back on the sideline, though.
Yeah. I saw that when I stepped out, but that's unfortunate stuff for Shanahan. So, quad belongs to Cam, Jacob, and Harry so far. Can we get a 4th different winner in this break? And again, we got the Elway when I said we're going to go out with the boom in the quarterback room.
Yeah.
And it feels like we're going to go out with a big, big boom here in this one. Oh, I may have misread the situation. Okay, because I did see we have 3 golden tickets left in this series. And it looks like I felt the football because Shinmei, this is a football, but
might not be that kind of football.
Not that kind of football at all. Tricky. Not only are we going to have a nice little throwback JSA cert card, we are also going to get a 4th different winner in this break. We know her as the box calling queen, and she's going to get somebody from Rick and Cameron's favorite division, Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates on a signed Wilson football. For Jill, she said, we are still want to go in that Boomer Buck squad. Let's get it closed. Jill, congratulations. Marketing stuff in the chat and closing out this quad with a beautiful secondary headliner. Damn, can you smell this from here? Yeah, this feels like this just came straight out of the box. It's got like a new house, brand new shoe type of smell.
It does.
Yeah, it's very, very clean. Yeah. Like they just mass produced it right before this.
Antonio Gates is part of the triumvirate, man.
Yep.
Drew Brees, LaDainian Tomlinson, Antonio Gates.
Yep.
If you didn't like any of those players when you were growing up watching football, and I say growing up because that shows my age, but Cam was in the chat saying when I was a kid, Gates one of my favorite players. You didn't like any of those players. You either rooted for a team in that division or you weren't a football fan.
I could not agree anymore. Awesome cameo on one of my favorite shows, The League, as well.
Yeah.
Guy was everywhere in the 2000s.
Jill, let us know.
Yeah, she's gonna cash that.
Cash that one, okay.
She's gonna cash that.
I'm gonna still assign it to her as a winner, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then real quick.
And then that'll be, I believe Gates is listed on there.
He is not. So
he's not. So
it's 200.
200, okay.
So I do want to check real quick on our ticker. Aha. Okay. So there's going to be a tab as well called the weekend stasher cash. So you could just take Jill's order number and the item and then just put in that tab.
All right.
So
and that'll be 200. Okay, very cool.
Yes, sir. So congratulations. Yep. Congratulations.
That's taken care of. Let's see.
So that's going to be a cash.
Oh, not.
What am I doing? Come on. Start writing.
Cash.
What's going on, B. Willie? Love my guy, Bradley Williams. Good to see you, my man. Another great
Hey, Bradley.
regular.
How's it going?
Happy Saturday and happy.
He could, Matt and Bradley could do their own Instagram show. Matt was talking about doing an Instagram show.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying you could recruit Bradley here. That would be the Instagram show.
Yeah, B. Willie, Brad, obviously very, very popular on Instagram as a great page. Something that I follow myself. By the way, somebody did the damn thing. Boomer Bucks quad. Adios.
Okay.
Somebody got that last spot. So again, guys, Chinmay, it looks like we might have a first between me and my man Chinmay here. It looks like we're going to work through lunch. We're at 11:40, so maybe we might take a little bit of time. You and I will kind of decide that ourselves with what we want to do. But how do you guys feel in the chat? Do you plan on staying here with Chinmay and I for the next
Boomer
upcoming
Bucks
show?
quad. Boomer Bucks quad.
Correct.
Okay, let me. That's interesting.
So that Boomer Bucks that we have coming up, we've already done a Boomer Bucks double, I believe, over the course of the show.
Yes, we did do a double.
So 60% going in, 12 headliners, 20 boxes, that 3 golden tickets. Again, what I really love in this series, man, this retro speed flux. You want to talk about an elite level visor? This is it right here, right now for that awesome Terrell Davis. Whoever gets that AFC West division,
this is going to be
look
quad
out.
number 2.
2, correct. Quad number 2 for the Boom or the Bucks. Again, you guys have just produced. I'm at a loss of words how awesome y'all have been this morning. So.
Okay, we did. Yes. Okay, there we go.
So again, guys, feel free to let us know what you're planning to do with the rest of your weekend. Nowhere else we'd rather be than here with you guys right now. There's no place I'd rather be. Underrated song.
Okay, that should be good to go.
Thank you, my man.
Let's see how many boxes are left in that series.
Bucks quad.
So we will be at. Okay, we can do. Yeah, we can open up another quad in that.
Awesome. So it's going to be Matty Ice, Jill, Dan, and John. Love John, man. Let's go,
so
dude.
$100 in store credit for a non-photoed headliner item in this series.
Yep. Boomer Bucks.
Yeah, John, you picked a hell of a first show. Let me tell you.
Amazing first show experience to me. Thank you to all. John, welcome to the community, brother. Oh, it's by the way, John, I can't show it right now because we're flying off the break page.
Yeah, were you referred here by somebody?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was actually going to mention the rewards. Check out the rewards tab at the top of the break page because you can honestly get yourself a lot of cheap points, garbage time points, if you will. Following us on social media. You can get 1,000 points in your account just by signing up for SMS and text messages. Hey, look, by the break spot you bought into, you're already getting yourself a shit ton of points here this morning. But, you know, garbage time doesn't help. Stat padding, it all counts the same.
Sure.
It all counts the same. So I'm going to go around 10 times for you guys. Again, we do have the numbers for the Boomer Bucks down on the ticker. It's not pesky little wily one like the Weekend Warrior was. So again, Matt, John, Jill, and Dan. Sounds like the family sounds like you guys are like the Brady bunch here in the chat today. You guys are so damn tight. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, Jill, nailed it. 4/12/1826. So speaking of this Boomer Bucks, we're going to take a little bit of time here to see where you guys land in the division. Going to get those boxes together. So let's see. So that aforementioned AFC West spot that I talked about that has the Bo Jackson, has the Terrell Davis, has the Tony Gonzalez, that any one of those can be in Matt Cooley's possession. Matt also has the AFC East, AFC North, and NFC East. Jill, the box calling extraordinaire herself, is going to land in that NFC South. So we'll see how that goes. Was that Drew Brees from this Boomer Bucks?
No, that Drew Brees was from the QB room.
Okay, correct. Okay, so wow, this is the retro authentic helmet, Jill, that you can stumble into for Drew Brees. Damn, that is sick.
18 was one of the
calls? Yes, 4/12/1826. And then Johnny Boy, you got the NFC West and North. You got my guy, Kurt Warner, one of my all-time favorites, possibly going in your grasp in that NFC West. And you get the Randy Moss and Adrian Peterson spots as well. So Zoo, we mama, that is gorgeous. Jill, do you have any, I'm sure you've obviously won a few retro items, but do you have a favorite retro item? Because the Saints one is absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite color schemes in the entire break room. So let's keep it going. Chinmay, my man, thank you as always, dude. Big round of applause at Shinmei, guys. Kicking ass as always on the producer's side. Even though the setup is supposed to be easier, learning a new side of the system. Yeah.
I'm gonna debate that point.
I was gonna say, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe not the easiest, but again, it's something kicking ass over there, man. So, the Saints is one of my favorites, but that Dolphins retro is pretty awesome. Cannot debate that. AFC South, Dan says that it smells. Dan, again, don't count your chickens before they hatch, my friend. The AFC South is like the ugly redheaded stepchild of the break room. It doesn't get any respect.
I think there was, I don't know if it, yeah, I think there was. I think you were on that show where we just did AFC South hits.
We did.
For like, it was 4 or 5 breaks.
It was like,
but it was all AFC South hits.
Yeah, there's like a couple of Jags.
Yeah.
Stuff. I remember that.
Yeah.
Titans, yep. And then I think we did one show, right? What was it? The last time we worked, it was all Falcons?
Yeah.
For the NFC South? Yeah.
Yeah.
Always a theme here in the break room. The biggest theme.
This theme is just speed flexes.
Speed flexes and quarterbacks. And George, say hello to George Pickens as well.
Oh, and
so again, it's funny how we talk about, again, Beetlejuicing. Great movie, first of all. Either the second one or the first one. But Beetlejuicing is another great thing. Shinmei, remind me what you just said about we've done nothing but so far on the table.
Speed flexes.
Speed flexes would be correct. Let's welcome in another member to the Speed Flex family. Tom Brady and Kurt Warner is a hell of a way to start your UA career. John, unbelievable. NFC West, welcome to Ultimate Autographs, Brother Bear. Look at your hits side by side. Kurt Warner and Tom Brady, a part of the John Campbell family. Awesome, awesome stuff.
Is it 2001? Are we back in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, he's bowling for soup. John
Are we back
Campbell.
in the 2001 Super Bowl? Wow.
Look at this. Look at that. One of the biggest, one of the biggest discrepancies I remember, right, in terms of spread for a Super Bowl.
Probably.
Yeah. Between the Rams and the Patriots.
Back when spreads weren't a common thing.
Yeah. Back when you had to use a bookie for that.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't keep all these out. This is kind of tough. Damn, as much as I love Kurt Warner.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna have to
we got Drew Brees as a rep.
Gonna have to get a separate table going here.
Drew Brees as a rep. Yeah, we'll side table will get going, but I'll put Drew away for now.
Will be legendary. Having a legendary show. Thanks, Jill. So pumped. Yeah, Jill. Again, there's a reason why Matt had her call boxes. She's got a 6th sense for box numbers. Wow. STS on top of a Brady. Congrats. Flexes are going crazy. Again, I hate to sound like a broken record, guys, but again, we have a common theme here in the break room. You hop onto the train while it's hot. Congrats, John. 2 fire lids. Exactamundo, Cam. Let's keep it going. No bullshit for a Boomer Bucks. This also feels pretty heavy, so would be crazy if we continued this.
I got some space.
I was gonna say we're gonna have to come up with a what is that, the little hidden spot back there. It's actually very clutch for a show like this. All right, so box number 12. Let's see what we got here for the Boomer or the Bucks. Again, John, just think about the money. $316 for your quad spot. That Kurt Warner is easily over $1,000.
Yeah, it's more than that.
And your Brady is definitely closer to $4,000 as well. So, holy shit. Okay. We got ourselves another big birthday here in the break room this morning. Whew! Okay. This is the one I was really, really hoping for, and I was gassing it out coming into this break. Shinmei and I opened the show talking about how absolutely gorgeous and multicolored that Dan Marino visor was. Dan, buddy, you're going to have to take a lap. AFC West photo headliner hit the 1992 NFL MVP, the retro Terrell Davis with one of the sexiest visors you'll ever see. Matt Cooley, this might be your coolest hit yet, my man. Dude, I got chills, man. This thing is unbelievable. Wow. Multicolored orange as well. I mean, that's like a burnt orange. Got yourself a little jack-o'-lantern orange in there, too. Guys, you are on fire.
We may not have the, okay, no. Yeah, we got, no, I'm going to say, you got to compare the Brady and the TD together on that side. Like,
side by side. Swap the Warner.
Real quick.
Yeah, I'll go under
just,
you.
yeah, there you go.
Slide that.
And then,
boy.
just slide that over and look at that.
Wow. Look at this. Two best friends. Oh yeah, look at the dude. The color shade is.
They're phenomenal.
They look very similar on the break cam. This one is obviously more red in its tint.
Yeah.
But oh man, this is why I love the white color base, because it makes all the other colors pop. So big congratulations.
I only
there.
entered this one for the chance at TD. Well, sometimes it pays off.
Yeah.
Sometimes it pays off for you. Congratulations, Matt. It's been a magical run for Fitz, but I'm gonna have to take him off the table.
I feel like that's the comment every commentator made about him when he had like a really good 3-week stretch. It's been a magical Fitzmagic stretch here, but and then the back of the football card always ended up looking the same.
I'm surprised you went 3 weeks. I thought you were gonna say 3/4.
3/4. Yeah, I gotta show. Hey man, he was in the league for as long as he was. Great teammate.
Phenomenal career.
I mean, if you were making a Mount Rushmore of best backup quarterbacks, he might be on that. He's a guy that's, again, splitting the hairs between, okay replacement level starter and very good backup quarterback. Very good lid though, man. That might be one of my hits of the show. Congrats, Matt. Any chance I can move my double weekend warrior to 2 singles? Coming from Jill. Let's see where that weekend warrior is currently at for those single spots. So if Jill, I'm okay with it if you are.
What's the situation?
She wants to make her weekend warrior double into 2 singles, which would bring that single down to 3.
Singles down to 3.
She's the only one in that double, so I have no problem with it.
Okay, yeah, she's the only one in that double. Okay, so yeah, I don't remember how we're supposed to do this.
So you know how in the up there, there's at the top part, there's like the products and the upper monitor. Yeah, and then you would just individually change the quantity of it. So I would just write down what Jill's order number is. So when you copy and paste it from the break series for the single, you would just have to add that break number 2 times. But you use the break one that's in the double. You would just use that and make 2 out of it when you're copying and pasting it into the live break sheet, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you change the
so this number.
Yeah, you copy and paste that twice.
I would just put that twice in the single.
And then the quantity that you just had in the tab before
would be 3.
Well, yeah, and then you put the double back to 8.
Double back to 8.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. But I don't have to change anything on her end.
No. So even if she obviously ends up winning, that single, then you just use the double order number. Okay. You'd be good. Whoop!
Let's see. Make sure that this is. No, that didn't work. Yeah. Okay, that should be okay.
This is what we were telling y'all, man. 316 for a quad, and this is why you got the most boom for your buck.
Cool.
It's not boom or bucks. Nobody's booming. Okay, there's no booming whatsoever. All we're talking about is straight hard cash. Now remind me, Chinmay, who is most known for getting some straight cash, homie? From Warner to Davis to Randy Moss, and look who did it again. John Campbell. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? NFC North. He's got 3 new best friends. Warner, Brady, and Moss. Welcome to the break room. One of the most memorable debuts I have ever seen in the break room. John Campbell. He's bowling for soup again. Unbelievable. Wow. John is going absolutely ballistic, dude. This is insanity. By the way, Jill, I want to give you, if I could give out a Sportsmanship of the Year award here in the break room, I mean, the numbers you've called this morning have been absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Talk about this is what Jill's got to do.
Yeah.
Pat on the back.
You know, it's an insane purple visor with purple helmet again. Like, we're just doing crazy things at this point, and they seem to work. But John now has a historic quarterback receiver combination as well with Brady and Moss when they set the touchdown record.
Yeah. I was going to say
with the Patriots.
A full circle moment, yeah.
So it's been so he's getting some good bits of sports history here for his first show in the break room. Not to mention some very valuable memorabilia on top of it.
Yeah, dude, no joke about it. I'm telling you that we got a long trail of amazing helmets. I mean, it's literally as far as the eye can see. And y'all, if y'all have seen how many breaks we've done in the boxes, Chinmay's got a very, very long trail of boxes over here. Man, this is.
I'm happy to add more to that.
Yeah, again, this is absolutely insane. We still got one to go. So for that Boomer Bucks, wow, this is crazy. I would argue the 3 best remaining lids. If this next one is the Drew Brees retro authentic, I don't know what I don't know what I'll do. I'm telling you right now, Jill, if this ends up being your Drew Brees, I would argue this is one of the best quads I've ever seen. For this price point, like 316 guys, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, and then I'll keep this moss.
At a glacial pace.
This moss here. If you guys are starting to lose that, if you guys can't see Chinmay anymore, we might have to start stacking. I have to start stacking these on top of one another. Dude, if you can believe it, we're 4 minutes away from noon. If you can believe that. So we're about to go into overtime.
I believe it.
We're about to go into double overtime here in the UA Live Breaker. My old to Jill. Rick said, "Wow, dang, John, I thought I broke in with the bang." Rick, trust me, you definitely did. We all owe Jill many times over. She's called so many headliners, and that's why. Yeah. Let's see what we got here now.
Another big helmet.
Another big helmet. You know, I really, really wish that Good Karma was going to come back around to Jill because we do have an authentic in here, but it is sadly not the Drew Brees. However, this guy did play in the same era, and I will go down and die on a hill for this player, Chinmay, because I believe he's the greatest tight end in NFL history. Tony the Tiger Gonzalez. Beautiful flash authentic. 4 headliners, 3 speed flexes. Jill, give yourself a pat on the back. I know you wanted to be rewarded with helmets, but again, the love and admiration from the community sometimes can mean just as much. Matt Cooley doubling up with Terrell Davis and Tony Gonzalez. Unbelievable.
So technically two people doubling up. John just did it in different divisions, but Matt with the AFC West spot got 2 there. Tony Gonzalez, a guy who I don't know if it's the same Tony Gonzalez, but there has been a Tony Gonzalez who was getting some break spots.
I am Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, so it could be that Tony Gonzalez. And the funny thing is actually I remember this because he was playing in the jerseys a lot, and we had a Tony Gonzalez jersey that he ended up buying a whole break spot out for.
He's got to rep himself.
He bought a whole breakout for Tony Gonzalez.
Just for Tony Gonzalez. Was he successful?
He was successful.
Dude,
yes, he was successful.
Sick.
Yeah,
that's sick.
He was
that's
successful.
Why we're not seeing him anymore.
Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates, and I know we had the Gates football that was ultimately cashed.
Yeah.
But Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates pioneered what the modern tight end became with Rob Gronkowski and Jimmy Graham and so on and so forth. But it started with Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates. Those were the 2 guys who you looked at them not just as these like blockers on the field, but ultimate weapons in the passing game. They had some good quarterbacks with them too, so that helped. But those were the 2 guys that pioneered the way for what we see as like the great tight ends now.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of the most elite pass catching big men of all time. Speaking of big men, you know, Matt talking about how he was a Cal basketball player. Antonio was a basketball guy as well.
Yeah.
You know, so very, very cool stuff right there. I'm at a loss for words at what you guys have done. Have we still had any more orders trickling in?
I just saw one come in, so we're, I believe we are. Let me see. Yeah, that was in the Boomer Bucks single box, so we are 4 to go, I believe, in that.
Sounds good to me, my man. Okay, so we are in a situation, I'll be honest, that I did not prep for when we got here today. So what's the best helmet left out there?
That's a good question.
I'll do a quick top to bottom rundown. Welcome in Ultimate Autographs with the 12 o'clock show. Welcome in everybody on 5 different platforms here.
We could take a short break, depending on how things go in the next 15 minutes or so.
I would say that's a good idea.
But
yeah.
But to answer Matt's question, the best helmet for me left.
I love that Drew Brees retro that we just talked about. That is gorgeous that we got still available there. We have an awesome Brock Purdy still available in that quarterback room. The Justin Herbert on a flash authentic.
Yeah, there's some good candidates for sure.
No doubt.
Drew Brees on the retro and Justin Herbert on the flash rep are definitely great picks.
Man.
I think that Mike Evans 49ers helmet, though, in the Weekend Warrior is probably where I would go.
Yep. So
just because it's more unique. You're not going to get Mike Evans on his new team that often. We've seen Mike Evans come up enough. There's still a Randy Moss speed flex in the Diamond series. There's still a Derrick Henry speed flex in that Diamond series as well. I would probably lean Mike Evans authentic, but Drew Brees retro is probably close number 2.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, we still got a lot of great stuff, guys, all across the board. You know what's, if you guys want to get into some great helmets, dude, again, talking about Jordan Love, how about the Derrick Henry Lunar Speed Flex? If you're chasing this Randy Moss, you can get the Randy Moss for $109 in the diamonds. The diamonds have been very, very out of touch. Take a short break. I'm just kind of looking for a consensus here, guys. I got Mike Evans visor 49ers. It's awesome.
Very cool.
Again,
very
we're just asking for you guys because, again, we want to continue to break with you guys. We want to continue to play. But, again, if you guys need a short break.
Things are rolling.
Yeah.
Things are rocking and rolling. We can keep going. There's no problem in that for sure because it is still Rob and I for this next show anyway. So we can just keep rolling through if you guys want us to. But you feel like you guys need a break as well.
Oh, we're good.
Feel
we're
like
wired.
we need a break, then then we can talk about it.
I hope you guys know that I might have to tap into a multitude of these. This show is actually non-sponsored by Whip. 10 energy pouches, 200 milligrams. I might have to pop in 2 at a time here, guys, with the way that we've been going. But seriously, like Chinmay said, just echoing, I'm going to do another rundown for you guys really quick to get us caught up, see where we're going to go. He said, I'm going to pause because I'm starving now. I guess all the helmets you won today, Matt, did not fill you up. So after I do this rundown, Chinmay, probably get off at maybe about 12, 15 or so.
I think that'll be the move.
Yeah, we'll go from 12. So how about this? We could do from maybe 12:15 to 12:30 and hop back on at 12:30 and then maybe go until 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
What do we got coming in over there?
We got some QB room action, but again, 6 to go in that single and double, so still a ways away.
Yep. So we'll refresh
from
this
that
real
happening.
quick.
Yeah.
7 headliners there, 15 boxes. Put your 10-minute clock up, a little time break. 9 golden tickets to go. 3 for the AFC South, NFC South, NFC North. We just talked about the Brock Purdy. How about this, though? This needs some love. This is a replica Justin Herbert 2020 NFL Rookie of the Year. Beautiful flash replica helmet there. Bo Nix, that'll obviously double up with Justin Herbert. Absolutely gorgeous lid there. Michael Vick as well. Guys, 9 golden tickets right there. 3 separate threes. You go into that Weekend Warrior stash your cash. Look what we're valuing that at $1,200 in store credit for 3 golden tickets. Talked about the Diamond Series real quick. We got that Lunar Speed Flex for Derrick Henry. We got the Randy Moss Winter Warrior Speed Flex as well. 2 of my favorites in the room. More Niners, more fun. Rivalry Authentic helmet for Nick Bosa, one of the best pass rushers in the game. James Cook, Cold Front, Authentic helmet. Ashton Genty, number 6 overall pick last year. Had a very solid rookie season. He's going to have more offensive line help. He's going to put up bigger numbers. He's got a much better offensive play caller. Sorry, Pete Carroll. You just weren't it last year. Wes Welker and Chad Johnson as well. Great secondary headliners. The Weekend Warrior I'll get back into in a second. We got the Boomer Bucks coming up next. 5 to go on the next Boom or Buck single. $79 there. Doubles and quads are wide open. 3 more golden tickets left in here. Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas co-signed on that Cold Front dual sign mini helmet. Emmitt Smith as well. Drew Brees, probably my favorite. Chinmay, I know you're big on the Mike Evans, but I'm going to go with this. My number 1 still available on that retro. Just because the Moss was pulled does not mean we can't go AD all day throughout the rest of the break room for what we got here. Bo Jackson on the custom jersey, including LaShawn McCoy and Zay Flowers. Matty Ice, I'll get back to your question in a quick second, my man. Just want to get through this quick rundown. Multi-sport we have not touched upon. Very, very easy break to get into, Chinmay. 50% chance at Deion Sanders on a baseball. Kurt Schilling possibly on a bloody sock on a secondary headliner. 50 for a single. 5 to go there. All 8 spots available in that double. So I think we just got the Weekend Warrior and the jersey to go through. 3 to go on that next Weekend Warrior single, courtesy of Jill, splitting up her double spot moments ago. 89 to go on that single. 178 on the double. 356 on the quad. 3 golden tickets in here as well. So 3 separate series with 3 or more golden tickets remaining. Terry Bradshaw Funko, Bo Nix Authentic, Mike Evans Retro Authentic, and Emmitt Smith once again with Ricky Williams and Mike Ditka. Jerseys. Have not really had a chance to touch upon the jerseys. Have not done a jersey break here. 4 to go on that single for all we got left. The doubles are at all 8 to go. Quads. We're looking for our first quad there. 6 spots left there. Bo Jackson, Jonathan Taylor, Dick Butkus, Ray Lewis, Emmitt Smith is horny to be in this break room this morning. Ricky Williams 420 jersey. That's very cool. James Cook III, Fred Warner, Marshall Falcon. How about this exclusive ultimate autograph signer? Yes, this is true. Trey Hendrickson. He's actually going to have an exclusive UA signing coming up, I believe, in August.
Yeah, and he's in the jerseys, right? So
yep, photo headliner.
Yep. So he's getting there. I just want to quickly address Matt's question.
Please
he's
do.
in the locker. He's asking Allen or Mahomes. Matt, I see 2 Mahomes helmets in the locker. I see one for 8 tickets and one for 9 tickets. So if you can specify which one you're looking at. That Josh Allen for 7 tickets looks really nice. I personally probably would lean to that 8-ticket Mahomes.
Yep. I'm with you.
That's where I would go.
I'm with you.
That 9-ticket Mahomes looks pretty cool. I like the aesthetic on the 8-ticket one a little bit better, but either one I would roll with.
Yeah, that hydro that you got there.
Is that yours?
That
I heard
was mine.
some thunder.
I was gonna say that was
like,
mine.
what?
Yeah, that's
What's
what
going
from
on?
looking at Josh Allen. The Josh Allen is so cool.
Yeah.
Look, I'm with Chin Man.
Josh Allen is cool.
Out of the 3, again.
But in terms of pure value,
Yeah.
I think the Mahomes is still slightly. Oh, Jill is saying there are 3 Mahomes.
Yep,
in there.
there's the STS for
the
Mahomes.
STS as well. Okay.
The hydro, and then the one you were talking about for 9. I mean, they're both hydros for the Allen and the Mahomes.
Mhm.
I would go with
I
the
go
Mahomes
either one, yeah.
because it's tricolored. That's
Yeah.
where I would lean. So, guys, from what it's going to look like right now, unless we get any, and I mean last-second buzzer beater pushes here, Chinman and I are going to play this a little bit by ear when we come back.
Yeah.
I would expect us to probably be back at about 12:30. That might give us enough time.
12:30 or so is probably where we'll end up for this noon show.
That's why you got to turn on your notifications, because you never know when we might hop on, when we might get off. So, I mean, final thoughts from you, man, before we take a little bit of a break.
It's great to be surrounded by helmets.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This table is a lot nicer looking when it's bountiful instead of naked. So, you guys did all the work, obviously. The hits of the show, obviously you folks. I don't know what you spiked your coffees with this morning, but keep pouring it out.
They
for
all
the
went
new
no
show.
coffee. They all went no coffee.
Yeah, just pure.
That's what you do when you go with no coffee.
This
Pure
is-
will. Pure will.
This is where you want to get high.
I respect that.
No
Pure
better
will.
high than the adrenaline of hitting in the brakes. Special shout out to John Campbell.
Yep.
One of the best debuts I've ever seen. John, you better bring your ass back here as well. Guys, on behalf of everyone, I'm sure you guys are so great. Much love to you, Matty. You've been an absolute
Thank
stud.
you, Matt. Excited to have you here.
Yeah.
This morning.
Red Bull for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Red Bull gives you wings and wins.
It wins. I was gonna say. Don't let Red Bull hear you for that. They might try to steal that marketing term. Warner, Brady, and Moss? All 3 in a row for John Campbell.
Woo.
Awesome stuff. Almost all PC quality on that table. Very, very nice. Again, don't step away for too long. We'll be back in about 20 or so minutes. Thank you guys all so much for a memorable 9 a.m. show. Don't talk to strangers. Eat your vegetables. Drink your Red Bull. And we'll